Come on! What is going on, people? Back to another top four podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Peter Majuzzi. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Rubinho, a Manchester United fan.
Oh, the controversies this week, and it doesn't involve my team for once. You love it. Let's go.
You're loving it all. I'm joined by AD, Liverpool fan.
Pissed away the league, mate. Pissed away the league.
Oh, controversial. And I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan.
City are going to do it 2 years in a row. With no number 9, bro. They're going to win the league, bro.
They're going to win the league. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, man. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, big up to Footy Agendas. You don't know. Happy New Year to everyone here. Happy New Year to you too. My God, I tell you what, 2022, if there's anything to go by, what we've had these last 2 days, then bloody hell, it's going to be one hell of a year. AD mentions that the league title has been thrown away, has been given away to Manchester City. Did either team favour this result? What were your thoughts before we get into Adrian's monologue, if you will? Anybody?
Oh, bro, listen, bro. Everyone's asleep, bro.
Them ones, bro. Them.
I said it a while ago. City have won league. When they played Liverpool, I can't remember who they played, and I just said, "Yep, that's it. They've done it again."
It's just unserious teams, bro.
Yes, it is unserious. So would you say it's a good result for Liverpool, considering they're gone away to Stamford Bridge and got a point?
They needed to win. They needed to win.
Before I get to Adrian's piece on the game, Footy Agendas mentions that Oxlade-Chamberlain is a useless footballer. Can't control a ball, poor vision, and reading of plays. Milner is supposed to be a very guy who was going nowhere. Piss poor footballers. I take it, Footy Agenda. You sound like a Liverpool fan if you haven't already declared so in the past. But I mean, does Footy Agendas have a point with what's said there?
Today. What do you say, bruv? Like, Liverpool had Chelsea by the scruff of the neck here, and yeah,
I wouldn't say that. I disagree. I think
they did though.
I wouldn't. I would say for the last 10-15 minutes, yeah, because at the start of the game, the Chelsea were on top of them. They were getting past that high line, and then it literally was a sucker punch by Chalobah. And that's when we saw Liverpool just doing their thing. But then Liverpool fell asleep, and they came back in. And in the second half, it was just even. So that's why I said I slightly disagree. I felt like it was Chelsea's game to win more than Liverpool. They had
Robin, in a sense, yeah. In a sense where, like, Lukaku's not playing, yeah. I think Oscar would agree whenever he comes on. If he doesn't like that front three of Pulisic as his number 9. He doesn't like it, yeah. You're 2-0 down, yeah. Now, granted, Kovacic scores a worldie, bruv. Yeah, it's just mad. Absolutely. And then Liverpool just bottled, bruv, see it through to half-time. All right, cool, they've scored. Let's make sure they don't get a second. And, yeah, Barkley's been Barkley's. And,
Barkley's being Barkley's. So want a quick shout out to SW6 who says Happy New Year. AD, before I get into the comments, I want to get your take on this game so far, and what it kind of means for the rest of the season for Liverpool. Sort of what side of the fence were you on in comparison to say the Chelsea fans? 2 points dropped, or would you say a point gained, or what? Was it just a clash between two tough teams?
Absolutely seething, bro. Absolutely seething. The gauntlet was set out. The mandate was set out. It was clear. Okay, you get a point away at Spurs. Fine. Creditable result. You go and you lose away at Leicester. And from that point on, your league challenge is hanging by a rope, by the finest of threads. So I saw a bit of an upturn. You go 1-0 up at the bridge. You go 2-0 up at the bridge. At that point, game management. You see the game out. You take your 3 points. You try and close the gap on Man City. James Milner, he's 36, right? He's haggard. No. He's haggard. He doesn't control play. He hasn't got the legs. The one thing that he apparently has is experience, being 36. That is a schoolboy error. to get Chelsea back in the game. There was absolutely no need for the foul. I think what he has a deal. He loses the first one. He wants to assert his authority. And from that moment on, spiral effects. The wins are in Chelsea's sails. And look, this is tantamount to. It's suicidal. It's suicide. What we have just seen is a football club hang a noose, put their neck in it, and jump off a cliff. That's what we have seen from Liverpool. That's what we've seen. It's football and suicide. You cannot. It's unacceptable to go to one of your supposed title rivals, go 2-0 up, apparently seemingly in cruise control, piss away a game. I looked at that bench before we started. Who are the game changers for when the brown stuff hits the fan? Who? What? Owen Beck?
I saw names.
Oxlade Chamberlain. These are guys. If I saw them on a Bakerloo line, I wouldn't know who they were. I wouldn't know who they are. All these Liverpool guys that aren't going to make it. They've got this generic Cruyff. I don't know. I can't tell them from Adam. Listen, guys.
Oh,
fuming.
God.
Absolutely fuming. I cannot.
So, AD, do you know what? I was so angry watching that game, but like as you can see, I'm in a much better mood from the game because get ready for the show and whatnot. But as you're talking, it's brought me back to the first half. It's brought me back to the fact that how on earth does this game go 2-2 at half time? Never mind the final result. How is it 2-2 at half time?
Because bro, yeah, bearing in mind, right? Okay, you know what? Chelsea get a goal back. What's the instruction? What are you thinking?
Get it to half time. Keep it
to half
time.
Basic game management. And this is why I always like to say, managing games is what wins you league titles, bro. When sort of take that half a yard back, make it a bit tougher to get through. That second goal was catastrophic, absolutely catastrophic. Poor Kelleher, no chance in the middle of the net, no chance.
Yeah,
I don't know who you want to blame. If you want to blame Konate, Van Dijk is culpable as well for not getting across. He's jockeying like he's in a nightclub, going all the way down low. I don't know what he's doing, bro. It's like he's cramping. Go and engage, man.
Is it fair to say that at 2-1 you think, man, where was the sort of the leadership, the mentality sort of? Because the second goal Chelsea score, you think to yourself, really? Liverpool are conceding goals like that? Liverpool have been a watertight defense in the last couple of years, where when all their players are fit and what have you.
There's no excuse. Henderson's on the pitch, Milner's on the pitch, Van Dijk's in the pitch. All your leaders are on the pitch, bro. And we capitulated. We exploded.
This is where Henderson, Fabinho, Van Dijk, and who's the other one? Experience. Should have told Timisic, whatever his name is, the left back, Timisic and Trent, hey, relax, bruv. None of this attacking business.
Yeah.
Let's just chill for a hot minute, get to half time, and then we go again.
David, go for it.
Sorry, no, AD, go true.
David, you've made a fantastic point that didn't even occur to me. Where on God's green health, where the hell are our fullbacks? Where the hell's our defense?
Yeah, Trent, the goal comes where Trent has disappeared.
Where the hell is... I didn't even realize. In the red mist, I didn't even realize. Where the hell...
Trent reverts back to Trent. Trent is not doing what Trent does best and goes back to what his normal job should be. It is a calamity because Chelsea were getting behind the fullbacks too easily. Just expose them left, right, centre.
Shout out to Baraka who says Happy New Year. Dunno, Happy New Year as well. I mean, for some of us, it's not been a great start to the year. I can be very, very sure. Boss like Endo, obviously Liverpool man, a friend of the show. We're absolute bottle jobs. Title done. Salah and Mane gone. We might be in the top 4 battle by the time they come back. AD, do you share that sort of sentiment with Boss like Endo there?
You know what? I think half of me is saying let's grab a hold of reality and say we're comfortably we should be all right. But bro, those are some big misses. I think luckily the game is Brentford and Brighton.
Yeah, they only missed like 2 games because there's an international break in. I think is it international or FA Cup?
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of both. I think there's a winter break. I think somewhere along the line as well as FA Cup as well as.
They've got off the top of my head, League Cup. So you got League Cup, and then there's 2 Premier League weekends, the 15th and the 22nd, and then it's FA Cup last weekend, and then we go into that February break, quote unquote.
Right.
So
Right.
I wouldn't go that far.
So-
This game is so disappointing, man. Because in my head, like when I woke up today, in my head I was like, we've got what 18 games left, 16 wins. That's what we needed. 16 wins. We've already fluffed our first chance.
Interessant. We'll get onto the Chelsea side of things a moment later, because there's obviously some Chelsea side to this as well. Footy Agendas mentions that Jota is a good scorer, but he needs to move to left wing because his hold-up play is poor. We need proper striker. Can't have Ox as a false 9. I guess you concur. I guess the Liverpool fandom can concur with that comment. AD, Jota wasn't the Jota that we were sort of accustomed to watching. Off the bench, bringing on Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain, and you just think, flipping hell, how is this squad so depleted? What is actually, is it just a fact of, like, here's the reality of the matter? When you're up against the Chelseas, Man Cities of this world, Liverpool are they've done bloody well to be where they are. They've done incredibly well to be where they are. But just looking at, as you mentioned, the bench today, Chelsea's bench obviously was far greater, even with Lukaku not in the squad, which we will get to. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you? We'll be there very swiftly. But yeah, what needs to happen in this window? For example, AD, can Liverpool salvage the season? Can they make an absolute push towards the end of the season where they've got Man City on the ropes and actually challenging this league title?
Yeah. As I said at the top of the show, we have to sort of win 16 games. I think, let's drop it now down to 15, and we just got to go win. This game against Chelsea was a must-win game. The game over the Etihad is going to be a must-win game. I don't even know how many points behind we are. We're like 10 with a game in hand. That takes us to like 7. So all we can literally do, win, hope for a miracle, and just hope for a miracle. That's where we are at the moment. Had we have won, it would have been in a much better position. But yeah, all we can do now is hope for a miracle. But no, not to give you that sort of that generic fan spiel. I still, I'm still gonna be hopeful. I'm still gonna be hopeful for the rest of the season. But yeah, we just got to win, and then see where we are come May.
I mean, for the rest of the window, for the rest of the month, rather, you're up against Arsenal, 2-legged tie in the League Cup. Whether it's a case of Liverpool fans or Liverpool themselves will even care about fighting for this trophy. Bobby, obviously, with the Rona, Origi injured as well, and then who are you going to play against Arsenal? Will Ox be the false 9 against Arsenal when he returns to the Emirates this Thursday, even?
Boy, oh boy, it's slim pickings, man. It's slim pickings. It's really a slim pickings.
It's tough.
I couldn't even tell you what we could do for that situation.
Honestly, I'm gonna be absolutely alarmed by what 11 you lot will field.
Maxi Cade, Gordon, probably be like Ox one wing, and then Curtis Jones on the other.
I'm gonna have to ask you for pronunciation because these are players that we have never played. Do you know what I mean? So, Boslak says Milner starts for us in 2022. We can't expect much. That midfield was smelly. I knew from the lineup we weren't winning. See, I kind of disagree. I thought that the first 11 for Liverpool was very strong. It's just, can they get to a point where they don't necessarily need to use the bench? And unfortunately, at 2-2, there were moments in the game where you felt like they've got to make some changes on the pitch, but not, we're 2 up and I wouldn't say cruising, because Chelsea, I still think, because they're the home team, they were a little bit deflated, but at the same time, it's still, you're away at Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? You can't take anything for granted. Liverpool, for me, it just seemed like moments just popped up and bang, they finished you. Salah could have had a hat-trick today. That's how crazy it is. People might argue that he was probably the quietest player for Liverpool, but when it came to turning up, Mane's goal came out of nothing. So a little bit of that where I'm a bit like, you know what? Milner starting in 2022, though, is definitely a discussion I think Liverpool fans share and, scratching their heads at.
Yeah, Pete, man.
AD's just stunned. He can't believe it.
No, I thought one of them two were to chime in, bro. It's really and truly, man. This is the facts. This is where we are. Naby Keita if I'm Naby Keita and I'm sitting and I'm watching this, I'm on the phone to my agent and I'm looking for a move. It's unfortunate. It's just, bro.
What should he have started ahead of Milner, in your opinion?
Of course, yeah, of course. Why not? His last cameo against Leicester, he was excellent. He came off the bench. We needed a miracle to happen. Turned the game on his head. He didn't start the next game against Leicester. Okay, wait, what? He's making his way back into the side. Okay, fine. This is a big game. £60 million. What? How much did we spend on him? 52 million. Can't remember. Big game. Shows what you can do. Impact the game. Away at a big rival. Klopp clearly doesn't trust him. So, yeah, man, it's just one of them. I think, with all due respect, KR, Ox, Minamino, Origi, there are certain players that they're expendable because we clearly don't trust them to come in and step in. We need players that are ready to be able to come in and step in and do a job in the first team.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing. To buy play. Sorry, Robin, go ahead.
No, I was saying that in the group chat, I said like after 7 minutes, like James Milner was puffing. Like I looked at him, I was like, "Nah, this guy is not it. He shouldn't really be starting these games for Liverpool." And I agree with Adrian. The fact that Keita's not ahead of him, yeah, man, your time in Liverpool, like you are a bench player and you forever see unless you make a move, and that's just a matter of fact.
Yeah, it was. I mean, look, he was blowing because it's such an intense high game, and the first half was played at 100 miles an hour. In fairness, and when you are 36, I don't give a damn what player you are. You will be blowing after a short period of time. And yeah, it is again alarming that to say, what, can he still be the one? Footy Agendas has said 7 years ago, Man City let go of Milner because he was not level. 7 years later, he's starting versus Chelsea. Catastrophic roster building from FSG. Yeah, you can't defend it, can you? You can't really defend why this is the case. And I do think at the same time that if Liverpool are to compete with the Chelseas and Cities of this world and Man United as well, the amount of money they're forking out, because Liverpool have been forking out some serious dough. Let's be fair. Whether it has been on Fabinho or it's been on Naby Keita, whether it's been on obviously Salah was a good 30 odd, and so was Mane and Van Dijk and Alisson, and the list goes on. Liverpool have actually tried their best, but it's always when you have to dig out the purse and all the coins, all the copper coins have to come out for every purchase they've made. Because they're not necessarily broke, but man, what they're up against at the end of the day, there's some juggernauts out there. Chelsea's players individually, you're looking at 30-40 million pounds of worth of talent there. So at the minimum. So yeah, sorry, AD, go through.
Bro, do you know what it's like? It's like, imagine you go to, I don't know, let's say Subway, for instance, right? The money you've got your fiver. With this fiver, my meal has to be spot on. It has to be spot on. Chelsea and City, they could buy cookies, they could have a drink. Fancy, extra cheese. Why not? Oh, why not? Yeah, sure, go for it. Crack on. That's ultimately the golfing class. Don't get me wrong. Like we can go there. We can eat a meal, but bro, there's a golfing quality. Our Subway is different to them, man's.
AD, you are different. You are different gravy, lads. If you wanted a sneak peek of what we kept mentioning on the podcast, AD 2015, 2014, 2016. We're getting glimpse. Listen, I'm just saying, there's a bit of seasoning of it. There's a bit of seasoning on it because my God, that was a fantastic analogy. Footy Agenda says, AD, no talk about the golden boy Hendo, who's going through the midlife, who's going through a midlife crisis. He made his name off defense and work rate. Now he can't be asked to track back and defend. Thoughts?
Yeah, it cost us against Leicester, where I think was it Lookman? I'm going to assume it was Lookman. He ended up scoring. Yeah, where he just lets him go. He's pointing, and then he's not involved. And then again, his legs are looking heavy. I think the game I realized it was against City. But since then I think he's been all right this season, and obviously you know what Henderson gives you. You know what Jordan Henderson gives you, huh?
What does he give you?
I mean, boy, I mean, when he's on song, when he's on song, you know, he's a good ball winner. He's incisive with his passing. You know, he covers every blade of grass. And when he's not doing that, it looks like, because like he's not a luxury player. The reason why he's in the squad is to work hard. So if he's not doing what he's meant to be doing, he's gonna look awful.
Oh God, there's a lot of people talking about Chelsea here. Big up to Lola as well. Love, you know, friend of the show, absolute amazing person. Happy New Year to you too, Lola. Yeah, we're gonna get onto the Arsenal very, very soon. But yeah, there's tons of. I do want to move on. We're going to come back to Liverpool talk, but I just wanted to be fair and just give a bit of balance with the Chelsea, because there's a lot of Liverpool chat at the moment. SW6 says that Liverpool were there for the taking and didn't push enough in the second half. Would you guys argue that Chelsea actually could have gone on and got the 3 points in this game, even
Yep.
you know, obviously when they came back to 2-2?
Yep, it was a fantastic save by Kelleher at one point where I literally thought, yep, that was 3-2. I don't remember if it was the corner or that stuff, but again, it was just Chelsea's finishing that ultimately cost them for that match, quite literally. There was a couple of times where Alonso was just firing into the crowd. Pulisic is just not there control. And I'm just like, okay, come on, guys. Come on. I know, and I know we've spoken about number 9, so we can go on to that.
Because you peaked so quickly. Man said finishing is the issue. Are we there, guys? Are we there? Are we there, people? Are we there? Huh? Man. Big Rom.
Y'all be tripping.
Y'all be tripping. Lukaku. I don't. This time last week, the interview hadn't come out, had it? The podcast, it was just a generic, a normal standard podcast. You know, Liverpool, you know, Chelsea had beaten Villa. Lukaku was man of the match, actually. You know, he comes off the bench,
funnily enough,
scored and assisted, right? And now the guy, Big Rom, huh? He couldn't hold it, could he? He couldn't hold it. Guys, what are your thoughts, David? Let me hear you, bro. When you saw this news hit your screen, what were your thoughts?
Now, I haven't watched the interview in its entirety. I've just seen comments in it,
clips.
Yeah. So, if he said what he said, calm in it. My issue here is, first of all, number one, you've spent 100 million on him. Yeah. How long is his contract? Second point is,
I want to say it's like what, 3 to 4 years, maybe.
Is it 3-4 years?
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure like 4-year contract.
Yeah, minimum if you spend 100 million. more likely 5.
And I suspect he's on big wages still, isn't it?
Yeah.
350 bag.
So
50.
Guys,
how much?
350. As far as I know. I might be wrong. Don't quote me, but yeah.
Now, guys, I'm all here for managers being in control and thing, but you're cutting off your nose to spite your face, bruv.
Ooh.
Yeah, fam. Guys, what happened to what is it? What's the clause in the contract, bruv? Yeah, conduct detrimental to the club or whatever.
Okay, code of conduct.
Raw. David, did you study law?
Fine him 2 weeks. Fine him 2 weeks' wages or whatever it is, and let's keep it moving, bruv. I don't understand all this business of dropping, man, bruv. Because in the end, yeah. Let's say he doesn't win the Premier League title or Champions League again. Who's gonna get fired? You are, mate.
I hate you.
This is Chelsea football.
I hate you.
Go put him on the pitch and you win. Get your 3 points, bruv. Honestly, bruv. It's the same thing with Aubameyang. Like, it's okay, cool, we're playing well, but it's all long. Man, still on 250, whatever, 350, cuz. And you dropped my man. Just spent, okay, cool. Aubameyang has got peas, but fam, in the end, you're gonna.
So, David, if you're Chelsea's hierarchy or whoever, whether it's Tuchel, whether it's Abramovich, you choose whatever. Yeah. What are you doing about this Lukaku situation going forward? What would you be doing in this scenario?
Fine him hard, blood, and then he's playing, bruv.
I said I'm gonna find you, and you're back on that starting 11.
There you go, bro.
You wouldn't get rid of him and try and look for another striker instead.
How? Who's paying 97 mil, bro?
As in, you have to count your losses. You're not gonna get 97 million for sure.
What?
You might get 50. You might get whatever, right? 50 million because he's 29, 30, going on 30. Let's say you get 50 million quid out of him, and then you say, you know what, we have to re-up again and go ahead and go. It's Chelsea Football Club, guys. We're not talking about a broke club here.
Pete, and this is the thing, you've just bought him, so you can't even do jack all, blood. He's just coming to summer, blood.
It's an L. It is an L.
This is not a Bamyang who's got a year left on his contract, and you can just afford. All right, cool. You've just signed the brother, bruv. Find him 2 weeks, whatever it is you want, and you got to go on the pitch here and thing. And let him have it, because he then gets to dodge the bullet. Oh, he doesn't get booed and that. Next, now you bring him back in, everything is like let him get the heat from the fans. Something prime ready, they're there, bruv. I don't understand all these managers, bro.
I take you weren't a fan of his comments then, because when he was asked this, pre-match, why have you left him out? He says, look, the situation got too loud, and he tried to protect the preparation of the game. Obviously, it's a big game for this story to come out. The day or so before Liverpool at home, where your team hasn't been doing great of recent months, recent weeks rather, and Liverpool, you two are fighting for Man City here. It's one of the biggest games of the season, if not the biggest game for them up until this point. Could you understand Tuchel in terms of dropping him?
Dropping him, yeah, and that's it.
No, but there's more. There's more.
What happened to Fanning, man, bro?
Well, we might find out tomorrow, because they said there's more coming on the way. There's more on the way.
On the real, guys, why isn't Lukaku just shutting his mouth? Like what? Man's been chatting to Tim Howard. Tim Howard? What's
the correlation? But he's supposed to give Everton, I guess. I mean,
was Tim Howard there then? Surely.
From his United days, he's been a chatty patty. Just keeps opening his mouth when he doesn't need to. You know what's the funniest thing is that Rock Nation didn't know what was going on. Chelsea didn't know what was going on. He organized this interview by himself. So he said, "I'm going to
classic international break thing." Was it one of those? Was it classic international break? Man's bossing his language and whatever. Well, he's speaking Italian first of all. I don't know.
But the fact that you said myself, I'm not going to speak to my manager, or say I want to speak to them. Is this cool? Like normal player professional stuff. I'm going to go speak my mind to Sky.
Listen, bro.
Let's keep it a buck. Yeah,
I'm all for discipline and that, but fam, it's not gonna work here, bruv.
David, listen to Footy Genders, but say y'all wilding, fam. Yeah, Lukaku doing what he's doing for the homies. Chillax.
Yeah, bro. I agree with you, bro.
The thing is, look, SW6 says Tuchel had to drop him. It was a situation where, because I can't imagine Lukaku walking out there and getting unscathed there. Those Chelsea fans would have been right on him. They would have been red hot on him.
Pete, this is what I'm saying, bruv. Let him get the heat, bruv.
But he might not perform. He might not perform. Hey, big game, bruv. They're not playing Norwich. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing Burnley. They are playing Liverpool. It's a huge game.
Supposedly.
Hey, did Rooney get dropped? Hey, did Rooney get dropped for his comments before that Champions League game?
Couldn't tell you.
Well, the final against Barcelona.
No. Remember when he come out saying, he was threatening to go to City?
Handed in transfer request and all sorts.
Yeah. Did he get dropped for that game? I can't remember.
No, I don't think he did. It was
after, because it was afterwards.
Right.
After the season's finished.
That was scandalous. Wasn't that in like October?
No, it was during the season.
Do you know how many times?
That's what I'm saying, like October, November.
Bro, Rooney, I swear for 3 occasions, he's threatened to leave Manchester United. And then they gave him the bag. Year after year, gave him a bag, another bag. In terms of shut your mouth, Rooney. Sit down. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's one of those, man. I think Tuchel was between a rock and a hard place, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, can I just be clear and frank about this? Lukaku is a liar, yeah? Sue me, Romelu, okay? You are a liar, because this idea that I've come back home, Chelsea's the home. It's, we're having montages of him being 18 when he did niche at Chelsea Football Club, and he wanted to follow in the footsteps of Didier Drogba and all this wahala, right? Tuesday, and he goes to Inter Milan, and now he's obviously flirting and tweaking with the ultras out there, right? Because they're ready to bring in set his car alight because he left. Now all of a sudden, it's like I've always got Inter in my heart. I love the club. Well, let's be very clear. What did Hasselbank say today? If you cared that much about Inter Milan, drop your wages and play for Inter Milan. No, you come over to the Chelsea and obviously fat new contract. You know what I'm saying? It's a good club to join. Blah blah blah. Go and win your league titles. Man's acting like he's frigging like he's the Don Perignon. Let me be very clear. Look at his CV. Go look at what Lukaku has won. Go look at what this guy has won. The Belgian league and the Italian league. And did he win the Europa League with Manchester United? I'm going to assume he did.
No, he came after. You know,
he came
after.
Yeah, that was Latins. Yeah, you're right.
Rotted.
He didn't win the Europa League. Nope.
Rotted.
He's been to Europa League final, and then he cost into the.
And then in the same interview, he says, there's only 3 big teams: Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. What's this man on? Yeah. What is he on? He reeks of Adebayo in that. He's been brain transplant. He's got the talent. He needs a new brain and a new mind, because I don't know what this Don is on. I don't know what he's on. What a clown! Because see, David, if it's me, I'm telling Tuchel. I'm saying if I'm Tuchel, sorry, I'm telling Roman, let's get rid of this guy now. He's a disease.
No,
he's a frigging disease. Get him out of this football club. This is your football club, Roman, and I'm doing this in the best interest of you. You have a rotten cancer in your football club right now, right at this moment in time. Because it's not even like he can't come out and say, it's missed in translation. If they go on the whole sorry vibe, then bro, no one's gonna believe a word. Those Chelsea fans at the bridge, that Matthew Harding, that shed end, you lot are gonna be giving it stacks on Big Rom. If he turns around and says, "Yeah, I said what I said," I still believe what I said, but I'm playing for Chelsea right now. Then let's see.
I think he did say that because there was something about how he spoke to Tuchel before this, and he said he wasn't going to apologize for what he said. I was like, okay, this is Big Rom. Well, okay, we move.
Okay. This guy's he's nothing in football. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's not like he's one of the goats. One of the guys. Yeah.
Why 6 months into playing into Chelsea? Like nothing's gone wrong for you to say I miss Inter. Like quite literally.
Was it around the period though? Would you say it's around the period when he wasn't getting games, when he come back from injury? Because they asked him, innit? Remember they asked him in an interview, like, how are you? He goes, physically, I'm great. I'm good to go. And just started scathing about the tactics. And Arteta started going off. It's like, nigga, we asked if he was okay. We were just asking if you were all right. You feel well. How's the fitness? You know what I'm saying? They might start giving about tactical analysis. I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute. And did you hear Neville, by the way, today, when he said that when Romelu came on against Aston Villa, although changed the game, goal, assist, blah, blah, he saw the Manchester United Lukaku rather than that 5% lean body mass Conte Lukaku. I was dying with laughter. I don't know if anybody caught it. It was hilarious today. So, wow. Lukaku ain't covered himself up in glory. And the thing is, Tuchel mentioned something in his comments about, this was previously where he said, Lukaku has to get, he has to make sure he's fit, he's training well, he's eating well, he's drinking well, he's sleeping well. I'm thinking, why is all these comments come out like, what's going on over here? Chelsea, though, I tell you what, again, the gift that keeps on giving. Did we not say at the start of the season, or did I not mention at the start of the season, like, when everything just looks like it's normal and it's smooth and everything makes sense, it's logical at Chelsea, then something explodes. Something just kicks off. And you're just like, but why is this happening? It shouldn't be happening. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a well-oiled machine that is capable of winning and doing anything and everything. But for whatever reason, they just don't make life easy for him. You know them ones. Romelu Lukaku, Bolognese, was right to be dropped. Okay, big up to Taha. Hope you are well. Happy New Year. Tuchel did the right thing. So, look, Chelsea fans don't seem to be opposed to Tuchel's approach here. Brother talks too much. He does, bruv. He does. This is not new on Lukaku. Ex-Everton director advised Mourinho against signing him for United, calling him a big baby. I will be a professional, then blames the coach for bad form. Robin, you're a Manchester United fan. You've had Romelu on the books. Do you concur with this comment?
I 100% concur. When the guy was being complained about being too slow or trying to get in the pitch, the guy decided to publicly release Manchester United speed records. So that like private records that shouldn't be on the internet. about who's faster than who.
That's GDPR breach.
He's just breaching.
To the fact that he had the whole United team connected. Only messaged him on the WhatsApp to take it down. Why is the manager WhatsApping you at 10 p.m. at night to take stuff down? Like, what's going on here? But yeah.
Your AD, your football manager is doing a madness.
Oh, mad.
He's gone on holiday. It's the season's finished. He's gone on holiday to the start of the next season.
Well, to 9th when the window opens.
When the window opens. Hey, this is funny because I've heard this, right? Is it the case that Lukaku's girl wanted to come to London? Is that correct? Is it that she wanted to come to London? So that's why he was like, all right, cool, we'll pack the bags, we'll go.
No,
now
so
he's even with her.
London.
Oh, she's from London. Okay, right, okay. And yeah,
she's from London. I think she's
right.
I think she's London. I think she's English and French as well. Can't remember in full.
Hey,
but how
Ernest's ears were burning.
Yeah, she was currently in London.
Robin, 2 seconds. Ernest's ears were burning because he heard Big Rom on the pod, and he could not help himself but jump on board. We are
couldn't
talking
resist.
Big Rom, Ernest.
oh God, it is on YouTube. I swear, I wasn't even on YouTube.
This guy.
But anything to do with this Rob you, I'm here.
Oh my God, Big Rom! You know, Tuchel dropping him. Was it the right decision, Ernest?
Of course,
it was the right decision. What did you do with Lukaku going forward?
I think from henceforth, like it's always going to be sticky, isn't it? Like, you absolutely have to drop him. One, because if you drop your most expensive player, it tells the rest of the squad you're not taking any BS. Like, real talk, I'm not taking anything from none of you lot. And the truth is, it's going to be sour from henceforth. But now it's going to have to be professional from here on out because the optics are just bad for the club. Like Chelsea,
How long are we talking? How long are we talking in terms of how long? You know, the sort of the optics. How long are we? What kind of length of time are we talking here? January window, or end of season, or end of contract?
No, he can't never play for Chelsea again. But you know that immediate response of I'll drop you for one of the biggest games of the season, even if it costs us like a quote unquote title race. If that's what it takes for you to understand that I don't mind dropping you in any game, it's not a problem. Because to be fair to Tuchel, he has been dropping him in games where I'm like, if you're like, you know the rules, like if you're fit enough to be on the bench, you're fit enough to play, kind of thing. And Lukaku's been on the bench a hell of a lot for someone who's put, you know, they said he's got COVID, he's got this, he's got that. So Tuchel don't mind doing it. But now that the interviews out, it's like, okay, now I'm justified to drop you even more if I decide to. So it only looks. The thing about Lukaku is that I don't know if he understands that it actually looks bad for him. I don't know if he's gone to the point of no return where he's like, I don't really care anymore.
Do you know what? I've been hearing a lot lately
about how he looks.
I've been hearing a lot lately that he's an intelligent guy. I'm so sorry. There's nothing intelligent I'm finding about this character whatsoever. Fair enough, he speaks bare languages. I'll give you that. But that's about it.
But in this country, that's the sign of intelligence.
Speaking another language.
They said the same thing about Rooney. They said Rooney speaks like Spanish, French, and them thing there.
Does he?
So Rooney's intelligent.
I am shocked that Rooney speaks that many languages.
Rooney speaks a couple languages. Even like Mata, they've always accredited Mata's IQ to like the fact that he reads a lot, he speaks bare languages. That's the barometer, you know. But this is not a smart move. I don't care how you spin it. This was not a smart move.
It's a ludicrous move. It's ludicrous. It got to Iklas. Happy New Year, brother. We played well. He's speaking Chelsea, of course, but we didn't really create much. I don't get the hype about the performance. I'm not happy with the result. Liverpool weren't even at it. KMT.
Yeah.
Is that a fair point? Because I don't know who the better team was today. If in all honesty, the game obviously 100 mile an hour at the first half. Liverpool took their chances, and 2-0 before. When you blinked, it was 2-0. Chelsea obviously came back into the game again. Kind of out of nothing. If you're a fan, you'd be frustrated. You lot were 2 up, and then 2-2 at half time. But then, like, even second half, nobody really took the game by the scruff of the neck. It seemed very like two teams that don't seem to be on the greatest form. But Liverpool, are Liverpool in bad form, Adrian, or is it just?
No. Guys, hold on. Is this guy trolling, bruv?
Is who trolling?
Can we go to Lukaku's Facebook page, please?
Oh dear!
He said,
Oh dear!
Facebook.
Yeah, he thinks it's in the Bronx. Facebook. He's in Facebook in London.
Yo, come holla at your boy.
Yeah, come here, your boy.
Just see his Facebook page, please. This guy is trolling, blood.
Right, let's see. I'm on. I need to make sure I'm on the right Lukaku. I need to make sure I'm on the right Lukaku.
What did he post something mad obscure on an obscure social media page?
Check his bio, bruv.
Bio.
His bio. Oh,
what does it say rapper in there?
Has he just changed it in there? Has he just changed it or not?
But apparently, I see footy agenda said, he updated this. So when I looked, I was like,
it's footy agenda said it, yeah.
This guy's an idiot, bro. He's a joker. He's a joker.
The thing is, he's got like obviously pictures of Chelsea games and whatever.
Oh no, this is recent because it's all on Twitter, so this is all recent.
Oh, this is reeking. Yeah, this is reeking all over the gaff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am enjoying this.
I bet you are.
Enjoying this because people are understanding of what the crap that he did at Manchester United. They're like, this is what was going on. He said, "Yep, we warned people. We warned people." I loved him at Inter. Don't get me wrong. At him at Inter, he did his thing.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Let's be clear. It's him under Conte. I don't want to say under. It's not about any club. Listen, he needs to have the right personal trainer with him, and Conte was the one. Other than that, forget all about it. Because I'm sure he's getting thicker by the week. By the way,
I refuse to believe that a professional football player is blaming nutritionists at Man United for why he put on weight. I refuse to believe that.
How?
This guy has all the cap in the world, yeah. And now and the way he's put it on Chelsea has been very embarrassing because he came back on some guys. I'm back. I'm happy to be back. I'm like, okay, he's got something to prove, type of thing, yeah.
Friggin' liar,
bruv. 4 or 5 months into your renewed Chelsea career, your second debut, and you're moving like this, bruv. I knew about Chelsea for a long time, bruv. He's moving absolutely nuts.
Although, Ernest, once we saw that meal plan that we had of Manchester United at the start of the season, and we saw people eat knee deep in cheesecakes and burgers and whatnot, does Lukaku maybe have a point? Maybe.
Uncle.
To be fair,
hold on.
To be fair,
hold on. If Ronaldo can come in and within a week say, "I don't want dessert," hold on, you man don't have willpower.
No, but Eddie, there's a precedent. So Antonio Conte is saying, "Brother, keto," and then you see macaroni over there. You see souffle down there. Come on, man. Human flesh.
I refuse to believe that you've been playing football most of your life and you can't say no to a young cake and custard. I refuse to believe that.
But that cake and custard though, Ernest. That cake and custard though.
But you're playing Man City 12:30 kickoff the next day. So what?
So you save it for Tuesday, innit?
Come on, bro.
We have a fight for Barcelona on Tuesday. What do you mean? No.
Come on, bro. You can buy all the cheesecakes you want after that Manchester derby. But it's the nutritionist that got you big. Come on, my brother. Let's not do this.
All I'm saying is, if the nutritionist is putting it out on the table, listen, huh? Help me help you.
You're gonna do it.
Help me help you.
Help you, bro.
Just take away the cheesecake. Let's put the cheesecake. I mean, cheesecake and footballers are two things I cannot marry together. I cannot. I don't care how many calories these men burn per game and per day or whatever.
These men are probably sponsored by Mr. Kipling, bro. United have got like a thousand sponsors, bro.
Nah, for real, you lot are getting hella free stuff. Let me go through these comments because there's been tons of them. Big up to everybody. Make sure you do hit the like button as well, please, on this video. Sub to the channel, of course. Big up to everybody who's watching us. Yet again, another new year. A lot more things to come. Boss like Endo says, that they might miss 3 to 4 games. This is when we were talking about Salah and Mane going off to the AFCON. That's 26 goals taken out of their team.
Wow.
Lord
So
mercy.
He's saying 3 or 4 games. I mean, you're hoping they're not all Premier League. You're hoping it's at least 2 Premier League, maybe 3 at the max, because let the League Cup. I guess Liverpool won't give a monkeys. They used to field if they fielded anything for those games. We have to do a Brendan in 2014 where we win like 11 games in a row.
Even that might not be enough
against this monstrous Man City team. I think I make you
it's
right.
It's possible though. It's possible to
it is. No, it is. No doubt about it. Iklas says, look, can we appreciate Mateo Kovacic? I've been saying if he can add goals to his game, he'll be one of the best midfielders in the world. What a strike it was. What I'm getting very annoyed about is when a goal goes in, like we used to get bare replays, you get the reverse angle, man gets the Intel cam version, the spider cam version. Instead, I see the goal one time and then we're just talking about VAR. We're just talking about whether it's offside. That's what replays now are basically. It's all raw.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it. I was waiting to see, I wanted to see his face when he's hit the ball. I wanted to see what was going through his mind when he's taking that shot.
He's no longer celebrating. He's no longer celebrating.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I need all the angles. You know what I'm saying? I need to know what was going on. Now I'm just watching him take one hit, and then we're there.
The fact that I had to call VAR, I was like, what are you calling VAR for? Well, what has he done?
Honestly, do you know what? I did want the goal to be ruled off, though. Like, there was that part of me where I was like, you know what? It's Chelsea. Let Rudiger let Rudiger interfere with play. Please flag it. And but no, of course, it was such a great goal. You cannot. Not many can defend that.
Bro, Pete, you know what's so funny? Even if it was only Kovacic and Kelleher on the pitch, just those two, the keeper had no chance.
And it still would have gone to VAR. They still would have gone to VAR afterwards anyway.
No, for VAR, they're just like, this is unfair. You can't bury a keeper like this. There must be something at play.
I bet they got this whole fact file of Kelleher, haven't they? He was a good lad in school. He's always been he's been a prefect. We can't let goals like this happen against him. What are you freaking kidding me? Big up to Lola said that someone said Henderson is a passion fruit merchant. Holy smokes. That's how you're kicking off the new year, Lola. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Leave Hendo. The talk about Henderson earlier, that when AD was having a good passionate rant about his leaders. Leave Hendo. Let's talk about Thiago, who has missed 36 games for Liverpool. Horror signing. Is this fair, ladies and gentlemen?
I think if you look at
signing. Sorry, there you go.
But you knew what you were signing.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I think Peter says it all the time. When Bayern Munich sell, there's a reason why.
Questions have to be asked.
You knew what you were signing.
In fact, here's what I'm going to do. No. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for reminding me of that one. Here's what I'm going to do. Name me a player Bayern Munich have sold and have gone on to do things. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm waiting. Name me a player Bayern Munich sell and they go on and do things. I like Thiago. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When Liverpool signed, I said, bloody hell, it's a good transfer.
Do you know why I thought it? Because I thought Thiago will be that person that breaks this annoying thing that Bayern do. But the constant injuries has just hurt him. And I don't know, man. I think if Thiago can stay fit, I don't know. Again, it's asking what FSG, what they do with their physios. If he can stay fit, You've got a hell of a player. But unfortunately, it seems that Bayern, once again, have Bayern. So.
I'm in two minds about that because I think, Liverpool knew what they were signing. I think, in these seasons at Bayern Munich, he has been very, very, he has been injury prone. Let's call a spade a spade. But I think if you look at the actual injuries, so Endo's missed 36 games. Richarlison took him out for 4 months with that horror tackle at Stamford Bridge. And then I think he also gets annoying niggling things, like he'll get COVID and stuff like that, which don't help. But I think the guy's a baller, man. Liverpool have a 100% win record when he started this season. And I think prior to today, it was 36% when Thiago's out of the team. it's going to be even lower than that now. So I think it's clear why Liverpool signed him for what he can do. But yeah, as you might have said, the difficulty is, how good are you? Availability is the best ability, isn't it? And if you're not fit, you can't play. Because I remember after the Leeds game, I said, if Thiago's fit, we win the league. Well, it's a bit of a flimsy argument when it really, because when has he ever been fit?
That's the truth of the matter. Footy Agendas wants to bring it back to Henderson. It says, look, he screwed up against Brentford, City, Brighton, and Chelsea. It's been a theme this season. No hustle. The thing that he was probably praised for the most. That hard work, if you will. And now it just seems like, I can't be asked. I've done Champions League. I've done Premier League. Go through.
Maybe his body's given up on him. Maybe. I don't know.
How old is Henderson now?
No, he's 31, but he's had injuries.
31. Okay. So there's still more.
Hey, Lola is killing me.
Ox came on the pitch as false 9 after being a winger who wanted to be
who ended up as a wing back under Arsene Wenger, by the way.
At left wing back as well. By the way, he was at left wing back at one stage. I remember the Ox when he played in central midfield with Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Jeff Rain Adelaide against Southampton, and we cooked them. I thought, there's his new position. And next season, he was sold to Liverpool. It is what it is. If we win our 3 games in hand, we're only 3 points off Chelsea. My bet is on. Abdi065 has struck again. He's continued as he's ended 2021. We're back here again in 2022. Ernest, Robin, do you agree with this comment as Manchester United fans?
What's the bet?
He says that by March or February, I can't remember which month, but yeah,
we'll be on top of them.
Did he not say, you'd be above Chelsea?
Bruv, at this moment, any United fans that have optimism, shock me because I have no clue what's happening. Did you guys see Maguire's performance the other day? Honestly,
I just 3 points. 3 points. Just give me 3 points.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point now where I'm a result. I've done a 180. I'm a results fan now. Straight results. If we get 3 points, I'm good. I'm so good.
Hey, Lola's a wrongin', but I said instant points.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Oh,
it's a check. You still got to go to the bank and cash it. but Nicky get robbed on the way. It might bounce. You don't know. You'd rather have the pay. When you see gyro at the end of the month, you'd rather the pay.
Bro,
get paid.
No, AD. This is Manchester United versus Wolves tomorrow. Are people expecting a big game? Guys,
Bruno Lage.
It's gonna be a snooze fest.
But where is it? Is it? Oh, it's at Old Trafford, isn't it?
OT.
Oh. If I was at Bullet, you would be more spicy.
We got cooked that game.
We got cooked at the Molineux.
Seasons, paprikas.
I actually hate
bacon joint rub when you massage, bro. Adama Traore, as we always say, if this guy could go to the Wizard of Oz and say, "Give me finishing, give me end product in the final third," he would be the best winger in the Premier League. Legit, he's too cold. But listen, back to Abdi's point. I have no I said to my brothers at work on the 1st of January, I need 2 midfielders. Today's the 2nd. I've seen
Yo, man's asked for presents, blood. He's asked for presents.
No, honestly, I need gifts, donations. I need stuff.
More gifts.
Do you know what's so funny? Last week when I think United drew at Newcastle and then Spurs, what was Spurs? They drew, I think, against Liverpool, whoever it was. And it was it Southampton even? And it was this thing of games in hand FC. I died laughing. I was crying. Last weekend.
People think games in hands are guarantees. It's mad.
Like AD says, they're checks. You got to cash them, first of all. You can get robbed. Anything can happen. Footy Agenda's obviously going back and forth with Boss Like Endo. Because he was saying, let's not talk about Henderson, let's talk about Thiago. But Footy Agenda's is saying Thiago was brought in with everybody knowing he's injury prone. This is not the same for Keita. Henderson can't control the game nor pass at Thiago's level. Different levels.
Right.
Absolutely. I don't think many will complain with that argument there. Iklas Elmi says, as soon as we took off Kai for that 4 goals in 70 apps player, I knew we weren't going to score the winner. He hasn't got 4 in 70. He hasn't got 4.
It's close.
Kai Havertz.
No, talk about Cho.
Cho. Sorry.
I thought we were gonna go through one podcast and Cho wasn't gonna get any slander.
No. I've been real. We can't cook him here. Like that's scandalous.
No. But we didn't do a pod after the Brighton game, Chelsea versus Brighton. Let me tell you, Oscar was seething. That game, yeah, you know, like if ever you wanted to defend, like I felt sorry for Oscar because I know when what it's like to defend a player, and then they let you down literally in the next game. They're letting you down, and Oscar was getting his butt handed to on Twitter that week. He's been getting his butt handed to with this whole Cho situation all season. They've been calling him. He's been invited to spaces. When do you invite people to spaces?
And you know, Oscar's been getting cooked a lot recently. He's getting cooked today.
Oscar. No, but you know what? I've been meaning to tell him, yeah. Why are you arguing with bare strangers on Twitter and that?
Bro,
I'm like, he has time.
With bots.
With man he's never met before. I see man today call him a tramp. I'm like, bro, that's my guy. He can't be.
Hey, Ernest, do you remember when I said at the start of the season, somewhere at the beginning, where it was like pre-season, I said, look, Chelsea, things are always running smooth, things that make logical sense, and then bang, something just happens. Like they can't help it. They can't help it. This is regarding the Lukaku situation. And Abdi was saying this is what Peter meant about Chelsea. Something random always happens at that club. Because when you think about it, I'm still in shock. Let me tell you guys, I'm in shock how many league titles Chelsea have had since the billionaires came in, since the money came in. When you look at how many leagues they've actually got, when you look at how, like, people don't take Chelsea that seriously in the world of football. Not really, because of how inconsistent they are. Like, they're not Bayern Munich. They should have more. They should have more. People like City are going to win 4 league titles in 5 years. I don't know what circumstance can be happening when there's Chelsea involved.
We were discussing that at work. I said, you know what? That's real dominance, you know? No one's done that since Alex Ferguson.
Oh. The thing is, when Ferguson couldn't do it much longer, because people like Chelsea came in the fold and were matching them power for power, you know, money for money, pound for pound. Some of the players Chelsea were fielding against the likes against Manchester United, for example, when you go back to the the sort of mid 2000s, you just think to yourself, where has it gone? Like, why can't they just consistently go and go and go and go? And yet Chelsea, I don't know why, they always set off a bomb just for no reason. There's it's not Chelsea's fault. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming Chelsea Football Club as such, but it's never straightforward. Every Chelsea fan who was optimistic about the season ahead, they thought, look, we've got Lukaku, cherry on top. Here we go. Here's a Premier League title. And I'm always like, if there's anything I've learned about Chelsea, it doesn't work like that. What logically looks like it makes sense never always happens, especially for Chelsea.
What do you think the bomb's been this year? Or the landmine, let's say, that they've stepped on?
Lukaku.
Lukaku's the latest firework in this whole circus. The thing is, you know, you already know my thoughts on how I felt Chelsea were last year. You know, people were on their bum last year about how great they've become and blah, 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 blah. And I'm a bit like, I don't know, you know, I'm not gonna give 6 months and give it all the rally. They lost 5-2 at home to West Brom. Like, that doesn't escape my mind. They lost on the last day of the Premier League season to Aston Villa. That doesn't escape my mind. They lost the FA Cup final to Leicester. Brendan Rodgers, Leicester City. That can't escape my mind. So as much as they've been great, there are moments of I'm not going to ignore part B. Let's not ignore part B. Let's not just talk about part A, because many just do. Many just talk about part A without giving you the whole story.
No, Thomas.
Do you know that, man? So it's just a bit like, I don't know, man. Chelsea are always the team that are just not serious. They're just not a serious side more often than not. Big up to David. Big up yourself, G. Happy New Year. Oh, God. Yeah, so let's see. What's David saying? What Lukaku said he should have not say anything. What Lukaku said, he should have not say anything. Yeah, agreed. Nobody here.
I'm still confused of why did he set up the interview by himself?
He's a thick individual. He's thick. He's a freaking. Bro, he's a moron. He's a thick moron. That's why. That's why it happened. Brain transplant. I'm telling you, he needs one. He needs one. Because what is this? Like, what is this, bruv? Like, he said about 100 things in that interview where they all just don't even make sense. None of it was uniformed. Because on 1 minute, I didn't want to leave Inter, right? I always love Inter. They're always in my heart. Chelsea's my home when he came to Chelsea, right? Chelsea my home, blah, blah, blah. Unfinished business and all this nonsense, right? The top 3 teams in football are Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Bro, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you? I don't like the formation, but I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to be a big man about it. Why are you telling us then?
Why are you telling us that you're not going to cry, but you're crying?
Yeah.
Like,
How can you say I'm not going to cry in tears? How can he say that? How can he say that?
These are Turk tears. I'll ride it out, man.
Yeah, I'm going to ride it out.
I'm gonna ride it out.
I ain't happy where I'm playing, but I'm going to ride it out.
Guys, I don't get this, brother. I don't get
I'm
him
done.
at
I'm
all.
done. I'm done. He's a freaking moron. He's such a moron. He's such a moron.
No, but Ernie and Peter, this is a man. This is a football striker. He's been inside of a recording booth. What's he doing in there?
He has no business in a recording booth.
And guys, they were not his lyrics. This is what I don't understand. They weren't his lyrics. Like, what was he doing?
In fact, you know what?
Hey.
Also, man, have you ever? Yeah, go on.
No, sorry, Eddie, go.
I just said, have you ever heard of a footballer say the N-words? No, deep it. And he'll be reprimanded by the PFA, by the FA, by UEFA. He says it free, but he's uncomposed.
Oh,
he's alone to himself.
No,
he feels on hit him up.
He
He's on hit him up.
really thinks he's from Bed-Stuy. He really thinks he's from Brooklyn, and I don't get it. Uncle, you're from Zaire,
Brother.
Did
That's a
You're
Kinshasa.
really from Zaire.
Did you say he thinks he's from Bed-Stuy? No. I can't deal. I cannot deal with this.
Hey, do you know who needs to do us a favor?
Spread love is the Brooklyn way, yeah? He really says that with his chest.
No, guys, do you know where all this has come from, yeah? That's it. There you go. He needs Jigga man. Hey, Jigga man, you need to drop this brother, bro.
Well, like K-Coke.
Yo. What's it like K-Coke? Oh my god.
Hey, I can't
do
this, man.
Shout out to Nate. Man said blame it on CTE.
Rock
He's a
Nation.
moron.
Rock Nation needs to fire him straight away, bro. Jay-Z, bro, deal with that, bro.
He needs to hold that, bro. Oh,
I
God,
don't. No, guys. Like, let's all jokes aside. A professional football player has come out and just laid a bomb on his club. 5 months after signing, 6 months after signing his contract, and he's forced the manager's hand into making a decision that affects the team because potentially he could have scored today. For your number 9, you're good. He's a good B level, like on his day he's a B level, C level like striker. He's good. He scored 100 goals in the Prem. He scored 24 at Inter Milan. This guy's not dead, is he? So today I would have expected that he could have potentially changed the game. You've now cost your team a decision to pick you. Like you can't tell me that you don't understand the repercussions of what you've made on your manager, on your club, on your teammates, on the coaching staff. You can't tell me you don't understand the repercussions of that. Why would you do that? And I'm like, the people that are saying, I see on Twitter today, people are saying it's not a big deal. I'm like, guys, are you drunk? I don't care if Roman
Oscar's on that vibe, isn't he?
A lot of things under the carpet, which is what he usually does. Any controversy that comes, it doesn't really affect Chelsea in terms of optics. But this is bad, guys. This is bad. Chelsea is not a team that's usually on. They're not on marketing like PSG, Man United, Madrid. But it has to matter what your most expensive player of all time is saying after 6 months of signing. That has to matter, man. This is nonsense.
Yeah, Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted saying that Tuchel confirms that he will meet with Lukaku tomorrow. We'll clear this behind closed doors once they've made a decision. Once Lukaku knows, you will maybe also know when he's back. Holy smoke! So this could be a long term. I say long term. It could be short to long term absence from the squad.
Yeah.
For the time being. Boss like Endo says, Peter, we're not in good form regarding Liverpool. No wins in 3. This team lacks
Swear?
confidence, and now with Salah and Mane departing, it's only gonna get worse. I'm scared. I can't lie. It doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look good. I mean, it's a depleted squad once you take those 2 out. I mean, if it's not
Right.
depleted already. So you take those 2 out, and you look at some of the fixtures Liverpool have, playing Arsenal twice. Who else you got in the league there, Adrian? What
I
up
think
and
it's
coming games have you?
I think it's Brentford Brighton as well.
Tough
Brentford and
game.
Brighton,
Yeah,
which won't be straightforward, that's for sure.
it won't. Yeah, you need your match winners. Like we could be
Yeah,
doomed, you know.
yeah.
Could be doomed.
Brentford
Yeah,
was 3-3, and I think Brighton
Yes.
was 2-2 at Anfield. So
Ironically,
Yeah.
tough games.
So Brentford at home. They go Palace away after that. That's
I was
after
a Palace.
yeah, it's Palace away. Who you got in the FA Cup?
Oh, bro, you think I know?
I do not give a damn.
Couldn't tell you, mate.
I've got one of those teams. They're into like what you call it, the middle of nowhere in England.
I saw Chelsea's fixtures, and they look horrible.
We've got
They've got,
Shrewsbury.
like,
Spurs.
You got Shrewsbury.
I think we've got Villa in the FA Cup.
Hey, Man United.
Yeah.
That's kind of a big tie.
You were down about Man United.
Yeah.
Liverpool, if I could find you, you are at home to Shrewsbury, as you've mentioned, and
Yeah.
then Palace,
down the
Leicester. So not too bad. Let's see how it goes, man. AFCON's going to ruin a lot of teams for a lot of Premier League teams that are fighting for something this season. So this will be a very, come February, 2nd or whatever, 1st or whatever, it's going to be very, very interesting.
We need to discuss that actually.
We can do. We definitely can talk AFCON talk at some stage towards the end of this pod. This might sound mad. Even I'm disappointed with what Lukaku said. I won't care if he scores 20 plus goals.
No, of course.
It's a results business.
Results business, ladies and gentlemen.
The game is the game. Of course, you shouldn't care.
When Suarez was racist, AD did not give a damn as long as he scored 20 goals that season. Am I right?
Huh? What did you say?
I'm sorry, huh?
Allegedly. My Wi-Fi is bugging, man.
Listen, it's an Internet Explorer,
The Firefox is moving crazy.
Firefox is 2022. Taha says, look, respect the passion fruit, Lola, okay? You cannot compare passion fruit to Jordan Henderson. I like passion fruit, elite level drink, elite level juice, elite level fruit.
Last time I checked.
Yes.
No, just last time I checked, never won the Champions League.
Ho! Toni Kroos at Real Madrid. Kroos went on to be sensational after Bayern. Okay, yes, bang. There's a good one. I was thinking Toni Kroos at Real Madrid.
About Toni Kroos?
I think he went on a free. Did he go on a free or they bought him?
I think he went on a free because he did not renew a new contract. Remember, Bayern Munich had this thing where only certain elite players got 100 grand a week, and he wasn't one of them. And he said, "Nah, bud, that I'm off."
And he was a baller at Bayern. Oh my
God, he was.
They
he was exceptional.
Do you know what? Do you remember him young?
Mm-hmm.
No. What I mean by that is like it feels like he's been in his prime forever.
For
time.
I mean?
Yeah, it feels like he's always been levels. Like he ain't ever been making it through the ranks.
The only reason I remember him is because we were supposed to sign him under Van Gaal, and I think it was the year after Moyes.
I think even Moyes, yeah.
Because I think Dave Moyes played against Bayern in those quarters. I think in his first season, his only season to be fair, and then the next year, Van Gaal was offered 20 million. They said for Toni Kroos. Van Gaal said no.
He said no.
He didn't want it.
Said no.
And I remember it was like 23, 24 at that time.
Yeah.
And he got Schweinsteiger instead.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Schweinsteiger's his son, isn't it?
I heard that still.
That's his son, bro.
That's his lieutenant.
I can't forget Kroos at Bayern because he gave us nightmares every year in the Champions League. We only play him twice a year, and yet he was pumping us every single time. He was exceptional, and it was a scandal that he didn't go to Manchester United. Another player, Michael Ballack. Yes, he did play for Bayern Munich. Went on to play for Chelsea. Did have a good career at Chelsea. So yeah, those are two. So shut me up. You know them ones.
What do you call it? Oscar
Yes.
pings me a message, and he says
Okay.
he was on the way back. I don't know
Oh,
how he's
way
feeling.
back. He's on the way back. My goal. Oscar will be giving us his live reaction.
What you call it? He says he wants us to speak about Mr. Sadio Mane, best player in the world, and his 6 seconds, 6-second potential red at the start of the game.
Nah, man. Yes. What do you mean?
I
Like
thought-
you know, 6
I thought that was
seconds
naughty
in.
still.
I don't think he meant it though. Like I don't think he looked at the player, digged him out, and then carried on. Like you know what I mean? Jumped. Yeah, he's strong. He's a strong lad. And Aspie, you know what I mean?
I mean, Peter, everyone's strong if they fling their elbow in your eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you're both moving up, you know, you're going for the ball. No, it was honest. It was honest to go for the ball. I was actually surprised he got a yellow card because I just thought 6 seconds into the game.
Peter, can I be
they
real with
booked
you?
him.
For me, it's either no card or a red card, in my opinion. In that
Interesting.
instance like that, when you use elbow.
Interesting.
I don't think an elbow can never be a yellow card, in my opinion. But
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know an elbow seems ridiculous. It's like a 2-footed challenge. It's either red or you've deemed it. You know, he missed the player, so it's okay.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Legendary Brick, big up yourself. Legendary Brick says Ragball not moving the needle. Is that referring to Manchester United when we were talking Man United earlier on? Very briefly, is he not moving it? How are you guys feeling about the Ragball at the moment, Ernest and Robin? You know, what are your thoughts so far with Mr. Ralph Ranić?
Ask me and May, bro, because I don't know what's happening right
Yeah,
Man ain't got a clue.
I would say this though. I would say this. In terms of the Burnley game, much more composed because we didn't have people just pinging the ball left, right, and center. And you know me, I am the biggest Bruno fan, but as of late, he's just been losing the ball too much. And I have to admit that. I'll be like, yeah, come on, Bruno, you need to do better. You need to do better. I can admit when things are not being good.
Who else didn't we have? Robin,
Marcus Rashford.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
The players that Ernest wanted to be dropped were dropped, and we actually were very
absolute criminals. Absolute criminals. The lot of them criminals. How you can use the ball as if it's a toothbrush. Poor recycling, bro. Honestly, man.
As a toothbrush.
And I loved it. And I always play Bruno if I could, but he just needs to be more composed, and he's not being composed as of late. So yeah. So we'll see if he comes back tomorrow.
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh yeah.
Abdi065 says the Man United Wolves game is going to be 1-0 or 0-0. I can't be asked to watch that. Yeah,
That's what it is.
I can't lie. When you look,
because playing Wolves is long.
Yeah, well, for some. You know, even the Burnley game, when I think you scored the second, I just turned it off. I said, I can't be asked. I was hoping for a Burnley something. Apparently, they've only lost once in 5 at Old Trafford. I said, oh, hello, it is a game here. You know, something might happen. And it was 2-0. I thought people like McTominay are being able to have a
McTominay was having the game of his life. He was pinging them balls.
This is what Fergie saw when he made that recommendation.
Yeah, this is like his fourth good game since he's been here, bro. You know what it was.
So Fergie was in the car like, see, told you, didn't I? On his 80th birthday.
What's it called? Abdi says though the game was deceiving. What are your thoughts on this? We were poor in that game. We let Lennon go through. Aaron Lennon going through the team. Do you guys share that comment?
I disagree. I think we did what we needed to do. It was a very dog standard game. Showed Burnley what we can do. We got the 3 goals, and it literally was the fridge that is Captain Harry Maguire letting us down again. That cost us.
I judge games on how easy it is for you to concede chances. When Burnley are having games, when Burnley are having opportunities where on another day they could have scored 2 or 3, and it could have been 3-3 at half time, I don't rate them performances there at all. Like, utilize the ball better. You're Man United, man. Like, stop this, bruv. Like, Scott McTominay had a better game than Matic. Matic is now at the end. This is the final chapter, and we're on the last page. Sell this youth, bruv. Like, honestly,
how's he
man.
still there? How is he still there?
people like Phil Jones, him, Mata, like Lingard and Martial should not be gone first. Like, let's not
Can
do
you
this, man.
imagine?
Like,
Can you imagine them still going
let's
first?
not do this.
Wait, how many years does Phil Jones have left?
Huh?
How many years does Phil Jones have left?
That's a
I don't know what pack he's got because I need that pack.
Because he signed a new deal with Oli.
Yeah. Obviously, certain man's favorite manager. Not
he
me,
signed
boy.
a new deal with Oli.
But Pete, how are you still here unless Oli gave you a new contract?
He hasn't kicked a ball.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
So
even
in terms
how many games?
In terms of the performance, boy, Mason Greenwood has to either leave the club on loan or Ronaldo has to go, because I think at this moment in time we're stunting his development, and he's gonna go through the same thing that Rashford did, where he's going to go to a certain peak and he's gonna do this. He's not gonna go down. He's not gonna go up. He's just gonna do this, and he's gonna become physically bigger, which is what happens to every Manchester United forward. They just go gym and get hench, but their actual football game does not improve. It happens to all of them. So
you guys got the best gym facilities, boy. Men are in love with the weights.
Everyone comes out hench.
Valencia when he broke his leg.
Right, have you not seen Captain America 1? Where he goes into the chamber and he comes out swole. I said, this is magnetic.
And they need to bring that over here, boy.
They need to bring that over here, boy.
There's so many things wrong with like the squad here that the Burnley game, unless you ain't watched the last 3 years, you knew what was gonna happen. We have the ability to score, but Burnley had the opportunity to beat us because
they had some good chances, didn't they? They had some good chances, though, didn't they?
You know, Aaron Lennon scoring was no surprise, bruv. He went through Maguire like white men go through Weatherspoons, bruv. It was mad, bro. It was mad. It was nuts. Bro.
That is so funny.
So in terms of Abdi's comment, I have nothing to say until May. I have no clue what's gonna happen.
Just get the point. Just get the point.
Win all them points, yeah. This might be the year, guys. Burnley do go down because I look at the points now. Leeds won yesterday or today. I can't remember when it was. I can't remember.
Leeds won a game.
Leeds won a game. Right? In fact, they beat Burnley, didn't they?
Leeds.
And who scored the winner? Who scored the winner?
It was your boy, Mr. I mean, you say it was 3-1. Or what are we saying? Are you saying the third goal or are you saying the second goal?
The Sonic Hedgehog himself, Mr. Daniel James.
I know you're going to say Dan James. He scores a third in injury time. I thought, well, you know, is it the winner? Is it really the winner? But I'm with you. Dan James on the score sheet. Who, of course, they beat Burnley. So it made the point. I think it's like an 8-point gap now between Burnley and 8-point gap between Burnley and Leeds. However,
that's a real 6-pointer.
However, yeah, for real. Yeah, that's a real one. However, 2 games in hand for Burnley, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will be winning. Maguire against Slatton for any and every winger. A whole Lennon who even played at Highbury is cooking you.
Brother, did you guys know? You know Lennon got released by Burnley 2 seasons ago. He was crap in Turkey for a year, and then he came back. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know. Oh my God! You know what? When he was at Spurs all that time, I always thought like he was a North Londoner. He looked like a North London boy. He looked like a Tottenham boy. And then 2 twos, I find out man's from Leeds. Get the heck out of here! I was like, get going. Obviously, she's talking about that boy Danny Welbeck. When we're talking about Chelsea versus Brighton, hilarious stuff. You gotta love it. You gotta absolutely love it.
Can we discuss Brighton's performance at the Bridge?
They were very good. They had so many chances as well. Another team that should have just been putting the ball in the back of the net.
That's what I call dominance, bro.
They need a 9.
Dominance at Stamford Bridge. I've seen 2 teams dominate Chelsea at the Bridge, and that was Man City and Brighton. Boss David. So
good company.
This is madness, bro.
It's a good company. Yeah. And you know, Oscar getting battered on Twitter. You love to see it, man. Yeah, because Oscar's has been having to hold it this year. He's been having to hold it, man.
What? The year's 2 days old.
I meant the season.
Oh, fair.
What? Raw January. Ain't it mad how at the beginning of the season people thought it was a 4-horse race? That wasn't what. I wasn't one of them. Okay. And now it's January 2nd, and City are 10 points clear, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it right. They are 10 points clear of Chelsea. Liverpool have a game in hand over Chelsea. So they could overtake them, but yeah, it is mad. Ain't it mad, boss? Like, ain't it mad, ladies and gentlemen? When I said it was a 2-horse race, and even now, look at it, it's a friggin' farce. When I said congratulations to Manchester City because of what I saw them do at Stamford Bridge this season. Let's see though. Let's hope that the title race actually hang on, because like we are going to become Serie A and Bundesliga adjacent, aren't we? You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's gonna. We might as well call ourselves the Scottish League. If City win 4 and 5.
Yeah, but we need to do an Operation Pep out, man. Get him out of England. Because as long as he's here and as long as he's getting backed, the thing is, the football fan in me wants him to win the league with no striker. That would be so sweet, bruv. You're the
2-time.
Twice.
That's a 2-time champion.
Twice. He's taking the mick, bro.
Twice.
That's a different. You know, those are 2 different titles. We're not even going to call him like a 5-time champion. We're going to call him a 3-time champion and then a 2-time no striker champion. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
Crazy that he's going to win it again with no striker.
It's a farce.
And also on the other side, I'm like I'm so conflicted as a United fan because I don't want City to win the league again. I don't want Liverpool to win the league again. I don't want Chelsea to win the league again. But I know we're so bad that there is no point even putting us in the race. So I'd rather have them win it than Liverpool win it. Period.
Mhm.
I'd rather them win it because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in this fight. But if Liverpool can go another 30 years without winning this thing, I'll take it. I'll take it, bruv. Standard. Because this is long, bruv. Like, Man United have not won the league. This year is going to be 9 years. United ain't won.
9 years.
9 years, Adrian.
Bro.
9 years.
Bro, be careful. Because in
Oh, no,
1999, they said this about Liverpool. It was 9 years too.
When Alex Ferguson said I think he did a lecture at Harvard, and he said they asked him about Klopp coming to Liverpool. He said, "I am scared." I said, if he shook, I'm shook because Klopp is a bad boy. Yeah. So
See, Ernest.
Then you add that. Then you give me 2016. Pep Guardiola is announced the same year we signed Jose Mourinho. One is in England, one is not. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, I have no dog in this fight, but it's mad because I love Pep in it, but we need him out because he's gonna do it again. He's going to do it again.
I hear that. You know, I'm a massive Pep fan more than most, but flip me. I mean, come on. It's just it's so frigging. It's like it is the Bundesliga. It's a dictatorship.
And you know the next manager for City won't be like that. Not at all.
Oh, after Pep is downhill.
Arteta's grooming himself. Don't you worry.
Let's see, man. Let's see. SW6 says that Chelsea have 4 draws in 5 at the moment, right? And then Liverpool, City, and Tottenham 3 times. It's a myth for us. What's the Liverpool game? Where is that? Is that in the?
I think it's talking about today.
As in today.
No, because Liverpool have got Arsenal next, I believe.
In the League Cup, yeah. Mate, wait, we're gonna see some. We're gonna see some academy kids. I tell you,
Some
acne
faced, bro.
I like
Some 6'6"
no
formers.
committee for them, man. There. Yeah, Chelsea have. Chelsea go to in the league. They go away to City next. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. Then at home to Spurs, Antonio Conte Spurs. Away at Palace, home to Leicester, away at Burnley. That's their next 5 in the Premier League.
Okay, Peter.
So, yes.
If Chelsea perform a miracle at the Etihad, actually, what does it count for? It don't count for much, does it?
What was you going to ask me?
No, I won't ask you anything. Because I thought about it.
Give me the satisfaction to say no.
For Chelsea losing to AFCON.
Mendy.
Mendy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, isn't it? It's just Mendy. I think it's King.
Bro, for Chelsea. That used to be Africa back in the day, man.
Man, we used to have the spine of Africa in that team, boy.
Brother,
And now it's
you
like,
see-
whatever.
Even a young Kalu has played for Ivory Coast.
Tell them again.
Jeremy, the man there.
I don't even know who's going to play in the front three against Arsenal because we have no African players plus Bobby. Yeah, because Bobby's got the Rona. You know them ones there. So yeah, Liverpool. It's a sketchy moment. It's a sketchy one for everybody. To be fair, everybody's in the same boat. So we could still see similar stuff that we're seeing right now. Right, Peter, how are you throwing Brendan under the bus like that? Listen, I just had to let people know what I thought of Chelsea. Innit? I just had to let people know. That's all. Let's not get mad about it. Iklas says it's because Mane has a good reputation. If that was Xhaka, he would have been sent off regarding the elbow in the first 6 seconds. Would you agree with that, people? Would Xhaka get a red card for that?
Yeah.
Straight away, 6 seconds?
I can't lie.
Considering he got away with murder at Leeds. He got away with murder at Leeds, so I don't know.
No, but Mandem, Mane is like, son, this good reputation is bro. Mane is naughty. What did he do against Liechtenstein? I saw he pushed Liechtenstein in his face.
He's very naughty.
He stamped on another Arsenal player.
Snide.
What did he do this season that Gabriel got angry?
Oh, what did he? I can't remember now, but I do remember us getting angry.
I think he pushed someone in the technical area. Now Mane's got this. He's got a nasty streak in him. Trust me. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Big up to Pros Only TV. Yes, can you guys smash that like button? Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well for more content like this. Peoples. Lola, Mane has form for getting away with elbows. I've heard a lot of that today. A lot of people were saying that on Twitter today as well. The Mane one was tricky so early in the game, but he defo meant it. Okay.
No, I agree. He meant it.
Okay, fair enough. I always felt like, you got to leave one in there. Just let him know that you're awake. Just let him know
that
you're there.
Early in the game?
Oh, that's my first protocol. If I was ever a footballer, the first thing I am doing, that centre half I'm up against, I'm making him aware. Or if I'm the centre half, man, Big Rom, after talking all that smack, I'll be talking to him in an American accent just to put him off. I'll be like, hey, man, you wash, nigga, you wash. You wash, nigga, you wash. You ain't gonna do nothing. And then I'll just leave one on him.
Oh, Mandem, do you remember when Lukaku said he's gonna shoot Ibrahimovic?
This guy's a moron. Oh, swear down.
That video, I only saw that video yesterday and it was killing me. I'm like, bro, do you think you're in Southside Jamaica, Queens? Like, where do you think you are?
What you say about my mama?
Bro, he thinks he's
He
50
called Ed
Cent.
Woodward the general manager. He called Ed Woodward the general manager.
Is he at the Patriots? This freaking idiot.
He's gonna ask for a trade move in January. I swear to you, bro.
Bro, he's gonna ask. He's gonna ask for a trade.
He needs all the rings.
Listen, can I move to the Lakers in January? I said the Lakers. What? Oh my god, this is hot. This is hot business. Free my boy DVB, man. Mr. Donny van der Beek. He
has to go in January. He has to go this month.
Do you not hear Ralph said? He said he's not going. Him and Cavani are staying.
I'll say this,
Ralph says a lot of things.
Yeah, he says a lot of simple things as well. But here's what I will. You remember when I said if Aubameyang signed a new contract, I have to question his ambition in general.
Yep.
If Mr. Donny van der Beek stays here come February and he's still at Manchester United, then I'm not even feeling sorry for him anymore. That's him. That's on him. I'm not. I ain't got nothing to say about that. He's good against the low blocks. Let's see if he starts against Wolves. He might get a game against Wolves. Rotation. You never know. Phil Jones is still there. SW6. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable that he's still there. Greenwood hates CR Kelly.
Lola.
Lola is starting the year on fire. She is on fire. 2022. God knows what it's gonna look like come the end of this year. Because my God, you have started red hot. Woo! Can these two not play together? What's the situation there?
Greenwood feels like the same selfishness he wants to have Ronaldo has already. What's it? Y'all tripping?
Big up CS. Big up Honcho. What's happening, G? Oh my God! Happy New Year, man.
No, but I think it's a selfishness issue on both sides because Greenwood is a very selfish player. Naturally, the guy is a proper number 9. Only passes to man that pass to him back, type of thing. And Ronaldo's come. And do you know what I absolutely love about Ronaldo? He's such a villain. Because he will do absolutely nothing in the build-up. He will miss 7 shots and get angry at the players behind him. And then when he scores, everyone runs to him. I love the villainy, bro. He's A1 with it.
He's an egomaniac.
He's such an egomaniac.
Whether you like it or not, I am the man. I am the boss. You
No,
lot will bow
the
to
thing
me,
is,
boy.
if you score 50% of a team's goals and assists, no one can chat to you.
This is it.
No one can chat to you.
No.
No one.
No, this is it. This is it. This is it.
That's the game.
Let me go on to this one. CFC Honcho. February, Burnley getting 12 points straight. Never count us out. Never count us out. I said, come on, you Clarence. I remember this guy loves the Burnley agenda. 12 straight points. This guy. 12 straight, you know. That's when you know. C1, what's happening, G? Well, go on, G. You still good? You still wearing that trap star beanie? Whoa, what's happened here?
This is a personal vendetta, boy.
Yeah.
Man saw him at the bridge, blood. Yo, did that star get jacked? Man said Greenwood hates CR Kelly. I lie. Lola's coming in on fire. Abdi065 says Pep is taking the mick out of the league. Man doesn't make subs more time. For real, one substitution against Arsenal. He made one sub.
He didn't make a sub against United.
He's a farce. He's a freaking farce. Honestly, how can he be doing this? C1 says Ziyech ain't going AFCON. He has beef with his manager. Hilarious. Guys, can we move on to the next game that took place on the weekend? I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it yet. I want to hear. I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to talk about it.
This is my favorite time.
Peter, I just have one question. Is it a disgrace?
Before I get there, it looks like Pep Guardiola has good form. He made 0 subs against Brentford, according to Abdi065. The guy is a maniac. Honestly, either the fitness conditioning at Man City is A1. Or, you know, these men are on roids. Something's going on because there's no chance. That creatine must be on at least 1 kilo each. To your question, Robinho, what was the question? Is it a disgrace? Is what a disgrace?
Was the game a disgrace?
The game was a frigging farce. That's what it was. It was a frigging farce. It was an absolute farce. I cannot believe what I witnessed, guys, with my pair, with the 2 eyes in my head. Because you know what it is, yeah? In New Year's Day, you sometimes might sleep late. New Year's Eve, you're watching the countdown. I tried not to watch the countdown. I was in bed at good 9-10 p.m. I was in bed, good time. But the fireworks were going off at 12. I thought I was getting shot at. I woke up. I couldn't sleep properly again after that. 2-2s now. I've gone into the Emirates Stadium. I'm watching this football unfold. I'm watching a first half performance for Arsenal, which I have not seen against a big club in such a long time. But my God, guys, I didn't know if it was just because I was tired, whether because I was just annoyed or angry. But what I was watching with this pair of eyes was a freaking farcical performance.
That's the best Arsenal performance against City since February, since 2015. When Sancho watched them.
I'd go 2016. I'll go 2015 in December when we beat them 2-0 at the Emirates, 2-1 at the Emirates, because that's when we were like charging on.
That season?
No. It was the following season. So the 2015 is the 14-15 season, but then the 2015 in December was 15-16. But yeah, flipping hell, guys. I've never seen such disgraceful refereeing in all of my life. In my life, from my football club, I've watched many times where I've seen Arsenal get conned out of every single situation in a game. I've seen it before. But guys, what I witnessed this weekend, it is bamboozling me. I cannot believe Arsenal were down to 10 men. We had about 5 or 6 yellow cards. Man City had 1 yellow card in the entire game, and all because Rodri took off his shirt and went over to the clock end as if he was going to do the frigging Lambada dance with the frigging Arsenal fans in the corner. I'm so glad all that rubbish got thrown at him. Did you see the litter after he finished celebrating? It was like Wembley at the frigging Euros final. It was carnage on the frigging floor. It was absolute carnage. I am furious and David, I am fuming with you as well, because how on earth the first thing you come about and start chatting about is Granit Xhaka. You start talking about Gabriel. Whoa, pull it back. Go back to the awful officiating that took place in that game. Guys, it was a scandal. I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it out. I don't care if I'm getting sued. I don't care if somebody wants to bring me to court. It was a scandal, a frigging disgrace what I saw at the Emirates at 12:30. New Year's Day. New Year's resolutions have gone out of the window because of that performance. You know, like you start fresh. But when I'm getting bummed like the way I saw my absolute traps the other day, I'm frigging fuming. David, I dare you to say something because
That's a Peter open the whiskey.
off the thing. Oh,
Guys,
everything was open. All of them went out the frigging window.
Guys, yeah, the abuse that I got from Pete, yeah.
Let's hear it. Yeah, do you know why? Tell them why I frigging abused you, and I'm going to do it again. Because what you came out with, voice noting and all sorts, what you came out with, David, was a frigging disgrace as well. Was a farce. We were absolutely battering Manchester City, absolutely battering. And the referee cost Arsenal 3 points in that match. Nobody else.
Now, all I will say, because this is just hilarious, yeah. We've been talking all season about referees and their incompetence. No problem, bro. Should Odegaard have had his penalty? Yes, go do VAR. In the competition of VAR, we know. So no disagreements with me there. What I said, what Peter got annoyed with me, yeah, is once again, we're up, we're playing well, and then who made the mistake again? Granit Xhaka, bruv. Absolute tool, bruv. And that's all I said, bruv. And then you got Gabriel. Hold on. You got Gabriel being a numpty, yeah? Flipping kicking the penalty spot when everyone's outside the flipping box. Everyone can see you, bruv, and he gets booked, blood. And then after that, Martinelli misses his chance, and then he gets himself sent off, bruv. We've gone to Raul Jimenez at Man City for being an idiot. I'm getting onto him for being a tool, bruv. Being clown, bruv. If we have 11 men, I think we'd beat City, bruv. But no, man lost his head, bruv. Absolute tool, bruv.
David, this is why I'm furious with you. Because once again, you've ignored everything else. You're not talking about the referees. Wait there.
I have said the ref incompetence.
But so what the heck are you talking about frigging Granit Xhaka for? Was it even a frigging penalty in the first place? Was he not diving? First of all, Bernardo Silva dived. He frigging dived. He was going down before he was even touched. He was going frigging down before. No, David, let me frigging finish. I'm going to finish this frigging segment because you're pissing me off, mate. You're pissing me off. No, you're pissing me off, bro. You're pissing me off. Where was Stuart Atwell's performance in the first half when Rodri made 5 fouls in the first half? His first yellow card came in the 94th minute. It came in the 94th minute.
Nah, that's a crime.
It's a freaking farce, Ernest. It was a farce. It was a farce. I was watching Rodri literally jackman. I was watching them getting robbed on the pitch, and the referee's giving. And he's giving Saka the yellow card because Saka's looked at the referee for you knobhead. What are you doing? I watched the Palace game the other day, right? I see Palace at the end of the game. Vieira's come over to the referee to ask, why are you an idiot? Why are you so incompetent? Why are you such a stupid human being? And friggin' Robin defended the fact that managers should get yellow cards. Did you see Patrick Vieira's fury? Did you see him when he couldn't believe the decision-making at the Palace game? And he got booked. For asking the referee, explain your stupid self. Explain it. The referee got absolutely away with murder. A scandal, David. I cannot believe you're talking Xhaka and frigging Gabriel in this scandal.
Yeah, because the guy's an idiot. He pulled it.
Man said, it is a quencher.
It is a quencher.
I'm furious.
The guy
I'm freaking furious.
Bernardo Silva dives, no problem. I have no issue with that.
It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
Why are you tagging on his shirt? Why is he tagging on his shirt, bro?
It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty, David. David, explain it to me, David.
Why did he tug on his shirt, bro?
He tugged on his shirt at the end of the frigging moment when he was on the floor, when he was going down on the floor. He didn't tug his shirt from the beginning. He didn't touch it from the beginning. The guy dived. The guy dived. He dived, for goodness sake, David. What are we arguing here? Also, in the first half, Odegaard's penalty, the referee gave a goal kick. Is he frigging stupid? Is he dumb? Is he thick? Is he an idiot? He gave a corner. So he thinks Ederson touched the ball. Oh, we won't go to VAR for that one. We won't go to VAR for that one because it wasn't a clear and obvious error. I would be okay with that if you saw the second one, you moron, and looked at the fact it was a clear and obvious error, and then you've gone against the referee gave the corner in the initial stage. In the initial stage, he gave the corner. Then VAR said, "Have a look at this." And honestly, I cannot believe what I was watching. The refereeing was a disgrace from minute one. You have to watch the 90 minutes in terms of the things that were not given as bookings, in terms of the things that were just being let go. Then all of a sudden, he was letting everything go. And then all of a sudden, a switch went off in his brain. And he was giving Arsenal yellow card after yellow card for nothing. Gabriel getting sent off is a farce. Because whenever I've seen players who have yellow cards, every time we've seen them make another challenge, guess what happens? They always seem to get away with it. They always seem to you're on your last warning. Well, hang on a minute. If you didn't have a yellow card in the first place, you would have booked him straight away. This guy could not wait to send an Arsenal player off.
Right.
He was begging for it. He was gagging for it. They were paying him off. They put on a bet. Manchester City, I'm finding a complaint against Manchester City because what I saw against them against Wolves, when the ball hits the arm, they gave a penalty after VAR. When what was the other Man City scandal that took place the other day? There was another City scandal that absolutely, I was sitting there in disbelief. Now this, I cannot defend. David, I cannot defend any of it. Forget Gabriel. Forget thing. Gabriel stumping the penalty area. I've never seen anyone get booked for it. It happens how many times? Who gets booked for that? Who gets booked for that? And yet Rodri's literally taken. Saka's soul is nearly going out of place. Freaking Gabriel Martinelli's nearly gone out of place. If you're going to blame an Arsenal player for not winning that game, I'd say Gabriel Martinelli because he should have at least put 2 of the chances he had. The open goal situation, by the way, what the hell is the referee in his way? Why is the referee in his way? Why is the referee even in the 6-yard box, in the 18-yard box, when he's about to shoot and score? I'm livid. I'm livid, David. You're still coming to me with this garbage, this frigging garbage.
As I said, no.
Hey,
as I
he's
said,
got the whiskey on deck, bro.
no,
brother. That was evil.
Arsene Wenger said this. Arsene Wenger said this. When he goes to when it comes to Judgment Day, he's gonna ask God, where are the refs? Because wherever they are, do not put me near them. He's willing to go to hell because he doesn't want to be anywhere near a referee if they're in heaven. That's the and you everyone thinks it's frigging banter. This is the same word that said that he's so angry. I've never been angry at refs in my life. I've watched scandals take place week in, week out. I've seen scandalous stuff against teams like Chelsea and so on and so forth. But what I witnessed New Year's Day, a brand new year, and it's the same. It's not even the same incompetent refereeing. It is BS refereeing. What I'm seeing right now, utter shower of garbage. And you have the frigging nerve to talk to me about Xhaka and Gap. Piss off.
Bye, Peter. As I said, no composure, bruv. Everyone lost their heads and we lost the game, bruv. There you go. We can move on. Next game.
He said everyone lost their heads and we lost the game. You're taking the piss, David.
Next game.
You're taking the piss. You're taking the piss.
Next game, bro.
Come back and you need to read the comments.
Next game, bro. Because everyone lost their heads, bro.
You're telling Arsenal lost their heads and we lost the frigging game. The referee bent us over. We got frigging bummed. I don't want to hear that Arsenal lost the game. Arsenal didn't lose the game. What game were you watching? You know, Guardiola couldn't even look at himself. Guardiola couldn't even be in the stadium because he felt so frigging embarrassed. He was so embarrassed. Even when the penalty went in and when Rodri scored, he was so frigging embarrassed because he knew
easily one of the worst.
He was like, "This is a farce. What's going on?"
Performances of the Pep era. Easily one of the worst.
I am furious. I'm furious. Lola says, I came into... No, somebody else needs to read the comments because I'm hot, guys. I'm frigging hot. I'm pissed. Could somebody else read the comments?
I can't control. No.
Oh, good grief. Fine. Lola says, I came into this game assuming it will be an L, but the manner of the loss, God punish these refs. God deal with these referees in 2022. I'm sick to death of it. And I'm not standing up for it anymore. It's a frigging farce. It's a frigging joke what I'm watching here. It's an absolute farce. Go look at the countless times when people say Arsenal fans have an agenda about refereeing. Go watch our games. Watch our frigging games. And then come back to me and tell us about our agenda. What I saw, guys, New Year's Day was a joke. It was an absolute joke. Absolute frigging joke. Arsenal will always be the architect. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm freaking talking about. Go on. Hey, David, this is your guy. Go true.
Well, I don't need to read
It's your guy. Go true.
Arsenal will always be the architects of their own downfall. No matter how they play, there will always be something mad around the corner. Absolute bottom jaws. Gives United third hope. Well,
This is what I'm talking about. This is unbelievable.
I will say this, and this is my only thing blame on on the Gabriel situation. Yes, the referees had a mare, but I will always say this about a player: don't give him a reason to give you another card. That's the only thing that I would say on that matter. Just don't give him
But
another reason because
why does that only count
no,
for
no,
us, Robin? Robin, why does that only
yeah,
count for us when Manchester City gave multiple reasoning? They gave multiple reasoning. This is why I hate that comment as well. It's multiple reasoning for a referee to make a decision on booking a player or sending a player off. But when Arsenal give you a reason, hello, let's just hand out the yellow card. They were handing them out like it was sweets at Halloween. It was a frigging farce, man. Like, I get your points. I get what you're saying. Don't be stupid. Don't do that. I'm sorry. They were any more stupid than the Man City players were in terms of their rash challenging. They were fouling everywhere.
Nah,
Referee kept blowing his
Rodrigo
and did
was
nothing.
channeling the spirit of Fernandinho. He was moving
Bro,
mad.
reincarnate.
It was reincarnate for sure. And then I'm watching Bernardo Silva diving all over the pitch. Mahrez in his usual folk diving all over the pitch. It was a joke thing. Yet the challenges on Sterling, which were pretty much more aggressive, but Sterling wasn't diving, wasn't doing anything like that. Referee was letting that one go because it was like strong challenges. But why one rule for Arsenal and another rule for everybody else? Don't give me this nonsense about don't give the reason the referee. They had 20 reasons. How many fouls? Go check how many fouls Man City did in that game. And yet half of them weren't even called. It was a frigging joke, man. It was a scandal, and people telling me about Arsenal ruining the game. Really? Oh, I'm gutted by it. I'm gutted by you lot. I'm frigging gutted, Abdi and frigging David. You lot pissed me right off. What is this? What the hell is this, man? Giving Man United and Spurs hope. I mean, the referee gave you lot hope. That being said, I kept saying Xhaka has cycles. He tricks man into thinking he's doing better, and then boom, something dumb. Whilst the pen was Higgy, why are you pulling, man? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it is not a penalty, what does it matter if he's pulled his shirt or not? What does that matter? He dived. It's a friggin' he conned the ref.
It's a yellow card.
Bernardo needs to be booked. You know what I mean? Like when a man gets fouled, you don't ask him the question, why is he pulling his shirt anyway, even though he's being fouled. Like, it's what are we doing here? Why are we challenging things not serious, man? Come on, Xhaka, come on. He was just done on his reputation.
But the thing is, Pete, you know, like referees are never going to be held into account, right?
Wenger said it. I listened to the preach of Sir Arsene Wenger. He says they get away with murder. They get away with everything.
They're never
held accountable.
The one time I've seen a referee get some sort of punishment was when Clattenburg went to what concert was it? Was it Ed Sheeran? And he had to go to some lower league game for a weekend.
No, the only thing that I've seen is what you call it, the PSG Istanbul game when the referee said something to the player and the whole game got called off because of racial undertones and he got banned. That's the only time I've seen referees.
Referees are like my man from the royal family, Prince Andrew.
What?
There is no crime they can commit.
They're infallible.
Going to get screwed. Nothing. There's nothing they can do wrong.
Because deep it.
It's a farce. How can you be the one? You're the prefect. You're the policeman on the pitch, but you are without fault. Like, you can never do anything wrong. And when I criticize you for it, I get fined. That's why I gave up on referees years ago. After Rooney got kicked in the face and half of his face was red, he said, "Ref, look at my face."
What, claret?
I didn't see it. I said, "Cool." There's nothing I can do that.
Honestly, this referee has been demoted twice before. Twice.
And he's back. How did he make it back?
And he's the thing is,
someone got sick and he had to step into place. I think he was the fourth.
No. He was always the referee. It was the fourth official. Funny enough, the fourth official was the one that got ill, and then they replaced it. And what was bizarre is they had a rookie in the first half in terms of a fourth official. They had like a guy that we'd never heard of before, and then Kevin Friend went into it was the assistant. He became the assistant linesman or whatever, the linesman, and then they switched it over. Kevin Friend then became the fourth official, and a lot of it just went awry. Now, not to blame him necessarily, because at the end of the day, I'm including him because there were a team of them. It's all the officials plus VAR and all them and all those jabronis in that VAR area as well. Because I don't know what on earth they were deciding to look at and what not to look at. And honestly, the great question, Lola, how did Man City have one yellow? And the yellow is because of the fact he celebrated with his top off. City were about to leave the game with no yellow cards. Not one in this game, which I find astonishing. Astonishing, honestly. SW6 says, you know what's crazy? I actually think the refs got most decisions right. You know what? I'm friggin' done. I am done. I am done. I'm friggin' done. What are we talking about here? He got most of the decisions right, not consistent with the pens. Look, the pens were obviously, they are the big major talking points. And you know what? If it's one incident in a game, you can excuse it. I'm talking about the persistent fouling in the match, in the 45, in the 90, where my players are getting booked for far less than what City were doing. The referee wasn't even consistent in his own game. Never mind inconsistency of referees in a course of a season or half a season. In the 90 minutes, we were talking about a referee who was doing one thing at 1 minute and then decided to just sway it over to the next. I was livid. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Why did Gabriel even get a yellow card in the first place? Where do you know somebody to get a yellow card for kicking the penalty spot? Where? But we're going to say, well, let's blame Gabriel for this one instead, though. Yeah, David? We're going to blame Gabriel
because the truth is, this is when I knew referees were not serious. Do you remember that rule years ago when they said, like, you can't, like, if a contentious, like, incident has happened, only the captain is allowed to speak to the ref. Bro, that rule died after one game.
Mark Hughes said it best. Every time the Premier League comes out with rules, they always go back on them by December.
Yeah.
Because they always go back on them by December. It's true. It's true. On a real, like, bro, VAR is meant to be brought in for clear and obvious errors. Do you know how many errors there were in this game that are clear and obvious that were never looked at? I honestly, I just don't get it. I genuinely don't get it.
The problem with VAR is the R in that word, in that acronym.
What, the referee?
That's the problem with VAR. The human beings behind the technology is the problem.
It's a freaking joke, man. Imagine you pay like 90 quid or 100 quid, which is probably the ticket for the Arsenal City game, right? 100 quid, you've gone in there, you've gone into that game, and yet a decision making is being done on TV. It's being done on a screen on TV that you're not going to get to see. Because, by the way, when they overturned the referee's decision for the penalty to give to City, you know how scandalous the decision was? They put it on the big screen. They put it on the big screen and it erupted the Emirates. The Emirates lost their marbles. They lost their marbles because they were like, are you frigging joking? It was such a farce. It was put on the screen. It was put on the big screen for all 60,000 of you lot to go ahead and have a look at that. And it was a frigging disgrace. It was a disgrace that he was given a penalty. It was a frigging farce. David, you're trying to mug me right off, yeah, about Arsenal cheating by kicking the penalty spot. You're trying to mug me right off. Do not. I'm telling you, do not test me. Lola says, I can say Gabriel was stupid for the second yellow, but he's a young centre-back and his head was hot. I don't see the yellow card, though. I don't even see the yellow card in that scenario, based on how the game was going. Do you catch my drift? Like, if Rodri's getting them yellow cards in the first half, if everybody's getting booked for every foul they were doing, no problem. I have no qualms with that. It's one rule for us, and it was another rule for Man City. That is my problem with the corruption of refereeing in this football in this frigging country. It's a farce. I don't know how they're professional. You know, all these other countries, but Italy and England, are professional referees. So in Germany, they're not even professional. But do you hear such scandal? I don't hear many scandals coming out of Germany. France, you know, it's hit and miss. Italy, the other professional, is a farce in and of itself as well. So I don't want no Italians. Let's be very clear. I don't want no frigging Serie A referees in here, because God knows how much money will be sent over to Man City for this game. Because I'm pretty sure the 12th man for that Man City team was Stuart Atwell. But yeah, as a whole, it was a madness. Bun these refs. I hear you, Lola, man. I hear you. Even the Gabriel miss. Why was the referee in front of? Thank you very much. Why is the referee in the penalty? No, I need someone to explain it to me. Someone make sense of it. David, make sense of it to me. Make sense of it to me. Why the referee is standing in front of Gabriel Martinelli?
I don't know.
It makes him break his strides.
Yeah, he's having to control the ball, and then he hits it. Obviously, he hits it, and he hits the post, doesn't he?
I'm pretty sure he scores if the ref's not there. So
Listen, Martinelli in the first half had far too many chances to not have scored a goal.
Yeah.
And far too many times did we go into the break at 1-0. I thought this is a bit sus. Something's not right. You know, only 1-0. It's Man City, for God's sake. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna come out and absolutely tear you apart if you're not wise. So, CFC Huncho, Odegaard stepped on the keeper's foot and he's getting a pen. He did not step on the this one.
He didn't step on the keeper's foot. Where's he supposed to put his foot?
Yo, where does he put his foot? If man comes careening in like that.
You know what? It smelled like a Chelsea fan who's got like 8 penalties this season. Yeah, your top scorer is who this season? I swear it's Jorginho. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Jorginho? That's your top goal scorer this season with his 8 penalties or whatever it is. His 5 or 6 penalties this season. It smelled like a friggin' that. Oh no. Jesus absolutely spun the angel Gabriel. We don't want to talk about that. No, listen, I don't want to take the game away just being about bent referees, and sue me if you like. But it's you know, I have to praise this Arsenal side because nobody saw this performance coming against a big side like Man City. You never saw it coming. We've been playing good football, decent games, but the caveat always was Norwich City, Burnley, and Leeds, and whoever else it was, right? But to do this against Manchester City, you know, of course, everybody was proud. Of course, everybody was like, you know, everybody was sort of like the fans absolutely backed the team way till the end. And obviously the referee received a hell of abuse, vile abuse literally for about 60 minutes of that game. But credit to Arsenal for actually putting in a performance, and it kind of made me start to believe, you know what, if you're gonna make the top 4 this year, you have to beat one of these big guys, don't you? You're just gonna have to. You know, we can't get away with just beating everybody below us and think we're gonna make top 4. I don't think that's the case. But if we had got 3 points or even a draw, I would have sat there like, yo, man, there's a belief in this. I still feel like that now. There's a belief in the side that I've not seen this season that I'm extremely proud of. I hope we do not lose our heads against like Liverpool. Spurs in the league we've got next, you know, so it's you know, I'm just hoping we do not lose our heads there. What are your thoughts on Arsenal's performance anyway?
You were better than them.
Yeah, you were better than them. I 100% agree on that, and it was a big surprise. And I think the whole Aubameyang situation, I don't know what's happened, but it now feels like there's a united front in the Arsenal team, which is good to see. I still don't think it's enough because it's only come halfway through the season, and I think this whole top 4 stuff, the whole top 5, like you need more time again.
Robin, tread carefully. I feel like Robin.
Yeah, I was going to say that's harsh.
Robin, tread carefully because I got onto Oscar for this last week. What's only come recently?
Well, I said United, like the whole togetherness, like post Aubameyang not being in the team, I think it's very good. And I said you are in the top 4 race. I said me personally, I don't think you make it. That's just me personally. But I think you're very recent.
Well. What was you talking about recently? What's recent?
I said
Peter's ready for anyone and everyone today.
I don't know, because if it's what I think it is, I was arguing this last week. And Oscar tried to stick it on us like that.
No, I'm just saying the whole post of Aubameyang, like him not being in the team, the triple captaincy, since then, it feels like it's a different Arsenal. And it feels like you've gone forward in a good place. And I think that, yeah, they actually do things. And I think you're actually being more serious this time than you have been. Because you can agree with that. You go to the big teams, you play well, but you're not beating the big team. Now you're doing that, or you're showing that. Can I see it going long? Me personally, not really. I don't think you will make it this season for top 4, but I do think you'll challenge. I definitely do. So I just think you'll just be. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I do wonder. I don't know if I still don't know about top 4. To be fair, I don't think necessarily like.
Yeah, I don't think you'll make it, but I definitely think you're in it. I think you're there.
I don't know, man. Like it's January, innit? Yeah, I get it. We're halfway in the season, that type of thing. But you know, I look at United's fixtures, piss easy. I look at, you know, Tottenham have a world-class manager. Arsenal have to play well every game to win to get 3 points. Whereas certain man don't have to.
I don't think you'll do that. I genuinely don't think you'll do that. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is that Arsenal, they look like they turned a new page with the whole striker situation. They're going forward. It's looking good, and Just kudos to them, really. I genuinely felt sorry for you guys on this weekend because I thought you should have got at least a point, at the very least. But yeah,
I think at the minimum it was 3 points. But yeah, because anyway, lol. SW6 says now Bernardo Silva done Xhaka. It's a pen. I'm just gonna keep my sanity. These was from the comments earlier. Then I guess when I'd gone off, Pep had like 4-man marking Saka. My boy is getting the respect. Hey, big up Saka though, because his finishing, the goal was bloody good. By the way, the goal was bloody good. It was a shock because I didn't expect such an intelligent finish, and it done the keeper. So
yeah.
David, walk on. You're not saying anything. What are your thoughts on this game as a whole, overall?
It's because you tried to kill him, bro. What are you talking about?
He was warned.
I got nothing else to say, bro.
No, in terms of how you feel about Arsenal, though, in terms of just like, from this performance, what do you kind of take from it?
As I said, we look good, but the midfield, you know, bruv, Xhaka, bruv.
Oh, Partey, thanks for arriving, by the way.
You know what I'm saying,
the week before he has to go and then do the Lombardo with Ghana. For goodness sake.
You know Ghanaians in time now, so.
Bruh.
I mean.
Wow.
The one that's always phoned us on the podcast when he's on his way from the gym, always late.
Sorry, please.
Listen, man, he didn't say Sierra Leone's timing perfect. He didn't say that. Let's be But honestly, because Partey was absolutely like being waxed lyrical. Everybody was talking about how great it was, and it was frustrating me because I was like, for goodness sake, where have you been? And now you're gonna go off to Ghana now and for the AFCON.
Now that you've spoken about Thomas Partey, this is the midfielder I've been onto for the last 12 months. And he did another Casper performance. Mr. Kevin De Bruyne. Can we speak about this youth? Because I was spitting blood. Have you seen 28 weeks later or 28 days later? The zombie apocalypse movie?
Yeah.
When they spit blood on you and you become a zombie, that's what I was spitting.
Kevin De Bruyne
has put himself off of 2018 and 19 performances into the Ballon d'Or top 10. Bro. Are you being for real?
Residual. That's a residual performance. But I said the social scores carrying over. That's mad.
Thomas Partey, by brand and brand alone.
Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Gunnar have been carrying this youth. Carrying
at different times as well.
Tesco bag for life. Carrying this youth, bro. Honestly, can we speak? Because he was not around. You remember when Terminator said, I came to your ends?
Yeah.
No more.
Bro. No, guys.
Do you know what they were singing in the stands about De Bruyne? You're just an S Kevin De Bruyne. S Kevin De Bruyne. Man, we're calling him. Oh, dying, absolutely dying.
No, it's bad because you see, like football stands are like even at the corporate level, like coaches, people who make decisions. Boss, like this guy has been getting away with Casper performances. Man has been holy ghosting. Honestly, bro. Like he has not been around. The lack of impact in the game, and I personally think it's fatigue, and he's getting older, and he genuinely cannot do it anymore. In terms of like the intense cardio you have to. No, I don't think Pep's cardio is for him anymore, because you have to run, bro. João Cancelo sometimes is in the 18-yard box because of how much he has to move around. Kevin De Bruyne cannot do it anymore.
I'm under the impression that it's the injuries has knocked him so off that it's taking him a while to come back. I can't imagine that we've seen the best De Bruyne and that's it now. Not to say we're going to see a better one, but as in it's still reaching those levels.
After this is downhill. It's the same way people talk about Henderson. Henderson peaked in 2019. After that, we are not going to see the best Henderson again. That's it, man.
Hendo, I
This
can
is it.
agree with, but KDB?
Nah. I'll happily say that I'm wrong if we do. But Kevin De Bruyne, man said he's panting after 55. Facts. Bro, Kevin De Bruyne is, listen, if I start, like he
Kevin De
is
Bruyne.
literally living off of like past performances. Good player, world-class player. But tell me how he won. When did he win Player of the Year? Was it last season?
Last season, I think he won it.
Like, come on, man. Like, are we being for real? Like, let's not do this, bro. The
Wow.
level of X factor that I expect Kevin De Bruyne to have, I ain't seen it for time.
Lola's saying that him and Laka are the same. Man can't last for full 90 minutes without blowing.
Facts.
They need runners.
Blowing.
That's an Ndombele, you know.
Ndombele. Sadio Mane, Aubameyang, Hendo, all lining. I mean, come on, guys. Let's show
Let's not do that.
Let's have some respect. You know the ones. Lola wanted to say this. Quick one. Rob Holding, my level of not liking a centre back is reaching Mustafi levels, forever losing jaws in the air. I mean, Rob Holding, you know, come on for a minute, booked straight away. Never mind. I won't go on. I'm not gonna go on anymore about the rest.
Shout out to his hair transplant person, because boy, he was looking 47. Now he's looking 23 again.
It was 2016 Rob Holding, boy. You know what I mean? Like we just signed him, boy.
Man, done a young turkey. You know what I mean?
You know them. Let me go through the comments. People put off bare comments, and I've just been holding them. I just wanted to make sure I get everybody's comment out there. Pep, what's it called? Pep had marking 4-man. We saw that comment earlier. SW6 says Patrick was wilding out. This was Vieira when I was talking about him having to go at the referees. 10 Prem goals in goal involvements. More to come. This is when she was referring to Bukayo Saka. Big up Saka. You've had a great season so far. He pulled his shirt. Says Taha. It was a pen. Flipping out, you guys. I saw a slow-mo clip and it looked like Odegaard actually steps on Edison's foot. I mean, the slow-mo would look like that because it's just too.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, I had to watch it in full, because when I initially saw it, I was like,
yeah,
I feel like it does step on the pen. Yeah,
slow-mo can make it look a lot different, and you just think, no, if you play it in normal speed, what was actually going on? Odegaard stepped on Edison. I cannot believe.
I don't know. Wait, Mandem, pause. Like, what does that mean? Because genuinely, I don't understand that concept. Like how Odegaard was.
So they're saying basically they're saying Odegaard fouls Edison, if anything.
Where is he meant to put his foot? I don't get it.
I don't get that. Where is he meant to put his foot?
I don't know. From Peter's reaction, I gather Arsenal out of the title race. Damn, yeah, man, we out of this title race, homie. We can't.
Only just.
We can't. Only by a sliver. Someone fouled Laka, but Saka got booked. I'm calling racismo. Call it, girl. Call it. The ref got told to set a screen. To set a screen. Ref got told to set a screen. Just leave on a.
No, for Martinelli, innit?
Martinelli. Set a screen. Yeah, I kept seeing that on Twitter. I was very baffled by when people were saying that. Martinelli should have buried it regardless. I agree, but there was a problem. I think Martinelli should have definitely scored. He missed far too many chances yesterday. And, you know, I'm the slowest to criticize Martinelli because I always think he's an exceptional player. But he had so many chances. I just thought, you have to score one of them. You've got to score one of them. Gabby should have scored, but why was the referee there? Yep, absolutely. No composure, moving like Gabriel.
What one?
Yeah. Gabriel should have done better once he got the yellow. I mean, he made a professional foul. We were about to concede.
It's a professional
next goal.
foul. Yeah,
it was a professional foul. We were gonna concede the goal. Would be seething if he didn't bring anyone down. You can't pull a shirt in football. Xhaka also makes knee contact. Listen, I'm not gonna deny that any of these things were true. He dived. That's my problem. The foul is that he dived. So therefore, Peter, Xhaka is there Katie Hopkins or your midfield, just to be honest. Of your midfield, just to be honest.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
What, controversial?
I don't know. I guess it's just, you know, everyone hates Katie Hopkins.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know, so like when it comes to Xhaka, it's like, come on, it's Xhaka. There was a referee who once said it didn't he, to an Arsenal player. Xhaka does something, he gets sent off, and I think somebody was like, the Arsenal players gathered the referee, like, what are you doing? He goes, come on, it's Xhaka. He knew what he was doing, and he literally said it's Xhaka, and that's just not. The whole thing is Ben anyway. Yeah, I don't know what Yeah, that was a conversation between Huncho and C1. SW6 says, Mark Holsey words about refereeing always sticks with me. Remind me of what he said. Was it when he's talking about like sort of the home advantage sort of thing? Was it the whole Man United thing that when whether it was Fergie, I can't remember what he mentioned. He said something wild, and it was a bit like raw. He kind of went against the refereeing. I don't know the whole.
I said the brotherhood code.
The bro code, literally. Like he said something. I remember Mark Horsey said something. I think he's a cancer survivor as well. I think after he finished refereeing, he was diagnosed with cancer and he survived it. But yeah, if somebody can remind me of what the comments were, that would be great. It's not the first time. It's not the first time calls are odd for Arsenal. I've seen 2 Arsenal players get deliberately stomped in the face, and neither times were the players carded. Yeah, I make you right. I remember Goodison Park, Tomiyasu. We can go on. We could be here all day. Chelsea have had 8 pens, but that won't make Ben White a good defender. Ben White. Ben White caught that stray, but he caught that bullet still. Mind you, Sterling, I think, was giving him a good bag for a bit, and they had to double up on him.
Tomiyasu, yeah.
But man like Tomiyasu had my boy Razza in bondage. So it's funny because I literally saw Sterling literally give White the business, but then Tomiyasu was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and he did look after Sterling very well. Because like I said, he was making a lot of challenges on him, and the referee wasn't giving them fouls. Not that they were fouls, but just he was very aggressive towards him, letting him know he was there.
What a man!
What a man!
He's a man. He's the statue of a man.
He's a man. I don't believe he's 22, but he's a man nonetheless. See how CFC Huncho point connects. What's White got to do with this? For real, like what has White got to do with this? City's worst performance of the season, and they still beat you. You ain't beat a Pep's team since he's come into the league.
Oh gosh.
Is that true? We haven't beaten a Pep side.
Doubt
well, I guess not in the league then. I guess not in the league because we beat him in the FA Cup semi-final. So yeah, but yeah, I guess so. I make you. In fact,
beating Pep is not a trophy though.
We beat him twice in the cup final, in the cup semis. But hey ho, no, it's not. Of course not. It's definitely not. Although finishing above Man City means you win the league, so there's always that to bear in mind. If you finish above them, you win.
Well, who's done that?
Yeah, not many. Not many in recent years. Arsenal couldn't hang on. KMT Xhaka is a liability. I guess this is when I was ranting. Peter got man stuttering. Relax. Arsenal not touching top 4 for the next 5 years minimum. As a matter of fact, change the pod name to top 8 or something. Arsenal not making the top 4 in 5 years. Do you guys agree?
It's all depending on what happens to the other teams. So,
yeah.
That's the answer to that question.
Winning the league is an easy no.
Wait there. Why is it? It depends on the other teams. Why can't Arsenal just be good? You know the ones. Why can't it be us that are good, that are better than Man United or Tottenham or whoever else it is that's in that mix? It's about the other teams. Look at Robin, eh? Look at Robin.
Peter, you know my stance.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yes, you're wrong.
Hey,
when we used to make top 4, it wasn't about because so and so did this or so and so did that. We were the top 4 best teams in the league. In fact, Liverpool making the top 4. Oh well, okay. Now, if Arsenal play well, listen. If Arsenal play well and win the games, it's not because Man United dropped points that Arsenal are in the top 4. It's because Arsenal won the games. You know the ones. We got to do what we got to do.
I hear that.
Like if we did beat City, right? And we were in that charge for the top 4. We're not going to be talking about United and Spurs. It's like, bloody hell, we beat City. We were part of the pack that beat certain teams. So that's what I'm saying. I just don't like the fact that it's got to be caveat. It's always caveats with you, man.
Always caveat FC.
Always caveat.
It can never be.
That's what I don't like. That's what I don't frigging like. We mentioned this about Rob Holding. I know she's hated Holding for years, and I've always backed him. And he didn't cover himself with glory, I must admit. Rodri's an absolute scumbag. That celebration gave me Adebayo vibes. It did, and it was unwarranted as well. I can't
lie. It was a banging celebration. I bet
you thought it was banging. I bet you thought it was freaking banging.
No, I bet you loved
it. It was so villainry, and you know me, I love my villains. That's what I'm just saying. Yeah, it was such a heel celebration, unnecessary, but it was
so heel.
I went to die for the TV. I was seething.
It was one of those where I've seen many football players. Morpie comes to mind, and even like Mount. They've shushed the crowd, they've shushed the away end or whatever. But when my man was near, it was as if Saka scored the goal because he was nearly in the crowd. He was so close to the crowd. The amount of things being thrown though was outrageous. Because what I was amazed at is how fast people can get things out of their pockets. How fast things can be thrown. Do you know what it was? I saw this corner, bruv. I swear it looked like it was. We just finished carnival. It looked like it was a mess. That corner kick, that corner spot area was filthy. It was anything and everything you could think of was there.
Did you find any wallets? You know, man's fuming. It's like,
he just jacked his whole thing, like. Yeah. I see bottles flying. I see all the liquid in the air. I was there thinking, yo, what is going on here? How fast? The stewards had their work cut out. In fact, some of them got banged in the face. But yeah, it was all mad.
That's peak still. That's peak.
It was all friggin' mad. Abdi065 said, I've slandered Martinelli and said Greenwood is miles ahead. I can't lie. He's proven me wrong. Big time this season. What a player. Had City defenders on ropes. There's one ball Ramsdale sends and then Martinelli controls on the byline. Jesus. I was like, this has to be a goal. And you know when they sort of, you think that the chance he bend left and he still gets the shot off. And I was like, so close.
And then the crowd just rises up. It's like,
yeah. Because the touch was deft. We were like, jeez, he's controlled that. He's brought it down and he's carried on running at the pace.
I couldn't believe what Ramsdale done. That ping was, boy.
It was a good ping. It was a bloody good ping. His inspiration was in the other goal. Because Edison, when he could put one on your plate. By the way, Salah's touch at the pace for his goal, my God. Because that ball came over the top and he's running 100 miles an hour. He still brings the ball down and then he still beats Mendy to his near post. I thought that was an incredible goal. By the way, Boslak says Xhaka is still your most important midfielder. Him and Partey versus Liverpool is peak for y'all.
That's a problem,
man. Man. The thing is, I don't think Xhaka is the best player in the midfield now. I don't think he is.
I hope not. Anyway.
And you kind of would hope not. You know what I mean? Like,
pretty slim pickings if that's the case.
Listen, man, Sambi and Maitland-Niles, boy. You know what I'm saying? Get ready Thursday night, boy. Get ready. Yeah, to say it's peak for me is one thing. Coming from a Liverpool fan, that's a bit peak. I'm not gonna lie. We want to talk about midfields. Yeah, that's a bit strong. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Robin.
Ain't Maitland-Niles off to Rome?
Ain't what? Sorry.
Ain't Maitland-Niles off to Italy?
He better not be. That's what I'm saying. He better not be.
Yeah, Arsenal need bodies right now.
Yeah.
Wait, is El Nene gone as well?
Yeah. El Nene's gone as well. And Aubameyang's already there. I think he already went there like last week. Man was ready to get that preseason on. Depends on Liverpool. If it's Ox in there and some toddlers, it ain't deep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I think Liverpool are going to field a B-Tech squad, and I think we're going to go strong. Personally, I think we'll go strong.
Yeah, Mikel has to go strong, man.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
So silverware. It's a trophy.
I lie. Thank you. I'll take that trophy all
day
day long.
That conference, that Europa Conference guarantee,
bro. I'll take. Is it conference? Not even Europa League anymore.
No, conference.
No, that's a farce. That is a farce. That's not a reward.
That's not a reward.
That's why if you finish in a Europa League spot, that's when 7th place gets conference. But nope, League Cup gets the Conference League.
Or Pete, you could delete the League Cup.
No. There's no need. I need trophies. I care about silverware.
Any knows ball, man.
I want silverware. I want to carry my trophies like this. I want to be carrying trophies all day long, bruv. Listen, winning a trophy, bruv, winning a final. The last time, listen, guys, I've won finals recently in the last couple of years, and it's a delightful thing. It's a delightful thing. The thing is, I think that's what it is. It's just sickness. It's just homesickness. Once you win that cup again, Ernest, you will remember the times. You will remember the times, like Michael Jackson.
If and when Man United ever win the league again, guys.
But even FA Cup, League Cup, you know what I'm saying?
No.
You mean with all grandparents?
League or Champions League? One of the two, and then you'll see Hill Robin will arrive.
I'm saying small steps, bro. Get your League Cup, get your FA Cup, and then climb. You know the ones. You gotta climb. I can't be not winning trophies and then go to the Prem. What? Come on, get your small trophies, man. Get your small trophies.
Liverpool did it.
Hey man, they went to like 4 finals, blood. They were at least in the mix. You know the ones. They were going to finals and getting beat, and then they came again. You know the ones.
You saw the steps. Did it just go
Saw
from
the
A to B? When A1,
Yeah, man.
A2.
Get out of here, Adrian.
Yes,
Like, no,
AD, yes, AD.
I'll be
Yes,
deadly
AD.
serious. Like we lost against Sevilla, we lost against
Madrid.
we lost against
Man
Madrid,
City.
Man City. That's what I'm saying.
Let me
Like,
get through these comments. Let me get through these comments real quick. SW6 has reminded us about what Mark Halsey has mentioned. Yeah, he mentioned some of stuff, but he was saying that he's seen live corruption, and it's not from the FA, it's directly from the PGMOL. Farcical bunch of jokers. Anyway, Lola says it's if it's between United Spurs, let's not act like there's a gap. Until United get a good manager, don't act like they're given. Don't act like they're a given. And Spurs, Do you know what, Lola? I think I agree with you there. I think before I used to give Man United as a given, just this fourth is theirs, it's done, it's finished. But Spurs have a world-class manager, and United don't have a good one. So it's a difficult one, man. It's a difficult one. You know them ones there. What's up, lady? What was that? What was the ooh?
Oh no. I think you're making a good point. I think for Arsenal, bro, it's a simple. I've said it all year. Beat the teams you're better than, but at some point you're gonna have to beat one of the big boys. It should have happened. It should have happened on Saturday. But look, you've played 20 games now. If you double your points, you're on about 70. So
yeah, something will be tremendous. It'll be tremendous points if we can get that.
I'll take it.
Abdi065 says Spurs against Arsenal is going to be a mad game. It's our next Premier League game, I think, if memory serves me correctly. Away at Spurs. Oh dear. Honestly, if we could get 3 points there, Jesus, I'll be bouncing off the wall. I can assure you.
I can't lie. I think that's a must-win game still.
Do you think so? Yeah.
Or you can't afford to lose it. Let me say.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a must-win. I think if you lose, it makes it extremely difficult for you to finish above Spurs.
The thing is though, Spurs go to like Southampton and draw, and there's many more of those results coming. They nearly, pammed it against Watford, right?
Yeah,
like
last minute.
Like I could see Spurs, and you know what? Spurs have played only like 7 away games this season. You said that we played 20 games in the league, and they've only got 7 away, right? So you sort of think to yourself, actually, hang on a minute, they've got a lot more away games to come than most clubs. So I don't know, man. They're shaky warrior. At the end of the day, he's not a miracle worker. You know the one. Conte knows he needs to buy players.
It's still Davinson Sanchez.
At the end of the day, you know the ones. He will let you down. He will let you down.
You can play him in a 3, you get in a 2, but it's still the same guy.
Because he was talking that crud, wasn't he, Conte, about Tottenham need to get players in. We need to strengthen this squad.
Said after like his 3rd week or so.
Yeah.
He said, I now know what the problem is.
but man, do you remember we were alarmed because we were like, you're saying this now? You've been there for how many weeks?
I need to jack that back. I need to jack that conference back. And there's always times when I just go back to certain iconic interviews, i.e. Mourinho after Sevilla's defeat. Now Conte is added to that pile. I need to go and find that and put it back in there. It will be a mad game for sure. Martinelli stink sesh, but I guess we will only mention him when he scores.
Yesterday,
I mentioned him that he should have scored goals because he had far too many chances not to score.
No, but to call that a stink sesh
but a sting sesh, guys. Like,
come on,
people can have poor games, A
Listen,
lot of,
bro.
no disrespect to you, Hunter, but very few football fans don't have nuance. Like
Ernest, they've got Werner. It's because they got Werner and Kai Havertz. They know exactly what they're talking about. It's because they've had to watch smelly performances.
By the way, Pete, did we let the streets know what Oscar's verdict on was for Kai Havertz?
What was his verdict? No, we haven't let the streets know. Oh, what's the street saying?
Remember when I was at your crib and he said, Kai Havertz, I don't know, And I said,
oh, he's shaky warrior. Shaky warrior. Oscar's on the ropes, lad. He's on the ropes, lad.
I said it after his first season. I said 72 million. I don't know. Chelsea fans are telling me he justifies 72 million after his goal in the Champions League final. I said, swear? Okay, cool. If this is what we're doing, cool. I'm not saying nothing. Like, guys,
sit back and enjoy the ride, bro.
But you'll never hear me say like Kai Havertz has stunk up the joint. You have to wait for a man's like overall season or couple seasons to see what's going on. Gabriel Martinelli has just come back into the side after long periods outside the team, and he's doing way better than Laka and Aubameyang. Like stink sesh. Let's not make absolute statements in moments of excitement. Let's not do that. Bro.
Don't get me wrong, it was a bad miss, but bro,
It's a bad miss. Bear man,
yeah.
have you seen Aguero's misses? Come on, bro. Let's not do this, man. Like,
yeah, Lola's just confirming League Cup equals conference and the FA Cup equals Europa. So the FA Cup gets into Europa League. I mean, that should get into the Champions League if I'm being honest. But never mind, we'll move on.
you know what?
There was a Cup Winners' Cup. There was a Cup Winners' Cup, which every Cup winner would play a tournament, knockout tournament. That was brilliant. They need to bring that back. They need to bring that.
The UEFA Cup became the Europa League.
Oh, so even the powers that be rate the FA Cup more than the League Cup. Oh, okay, cool.
It's true. It's true.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, but it's the case. It's the case.
I just wanted to know.
It's the case. Now, Peter Trust, Klopp ain't going weak for this game. We are effectively out of the title race, and we have Shrewsbury on the weekend. No reason to rest players. If he does, I'll be fuming. I mean, your squad's not strong though. You ain't got the depth. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal have a better depth than Liverpool. I'd argue. Obviously, their 11 is far superior.
How crazy does that sound?
I know it sounds crazy, but Liverpool's first 11 is far superior. However, on the bench, it's always been depleted. Whereas our bench, at least I can bring on something. You know the ones.
It's almost like not quite like for like, but it's like, you know what I mean. It's not that big a drop.
Yeah, it's not that big a drop. Exactly. I could definitely see him.
If I'm Liverpool, I just think, okay, January, just do what you can do. Wait for your players to come back. And then when they come back, it's Champions League again. And then you go from there. Yeah.
Guys, can I give up my Not That Guy award, please?
Why?
Because it leads on to the next subject, bro.
Okay, let me get through these last couple of comments and then we can jump straight in. We can dive right in.
Yeah.
He saw the reactions of the Liverpool fans' selection against Leicester last time round. Okay, I am starving. Give me an FA Cup now. Ernest, Robin, hear him, man. He wants the FA Cup.
Something. Anything.
If we win the Champions League, I'll be unbearable. Oscar might block me from this pod. Listen, you are not winning the Champions League. Okay? Let's get it out of the minds as fast as you can. And then we can see. Klopp is a psychopath. I can see him picking.
He's a sociopath. Goodness.
When I say psychopath, I didn't mean to say that. Sociopath. Picking numbers with numbers 70 and up for bands. Yeah, there's gonna be hella 89s in that side. I'm telling you.
But you know, man, that they even got Wikipedias. They're just pro ballers.
For real. Man, I'm just saying they're a Nike athlete. That's it. They never said they play for Liverpool.
They've got like 2,000 followers on Insta.
I like.
Obscure.
Conte with his signings this month finished top 4 easily. Yeah, if he gets them, if they get him. Big up to Brandon. Yo, Brandon, man, holla at your boy Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, big up, holla at him because he's moving mad. Big up, Happy New Year, Brandon. All the way from Chi-Town. Nate, do managers make that much of a difference? End of the day, players have to play. I guess. Yeah, they do. I think they do make a difference.
They make a huge difference.
Do you know what it's like? It's like parents and children. Ultimately, ultimately the child is going to do what the child's going to do, but they need that. They need that education, that teaching to instill principles. So yeah, that's basically what the best example I could think of.
It's a phenomenal example. There you go, Nate. There's your answer to your question. North London Derby's a must-win. Lose that, and top 4 is done, in my opinion. There's no room for error. Oh, blimey. It's only January, man. I feel like it's must-win. God, I don't know. Anyway, Hunter,
I say you can't lose. You can't lose.
You're saying we can't lose. Both Spurs and Arsenal have to win the North London Derby. Yeah, I guess a draw won't help either cause. Martinelli had a good game, but he just couldn't finish. I agree. Jesus Christ, Ernest. Wow, baiting man out. Who was you baiting? Who was this you were baiting? Who was you talking about?
The thing
Oscar. Is it Oscar Havertz?
The thing is, I think it's the Havertz thing he's talking about. Yeah.
God, there's so many comments.
I think C1. Let me know if I remember it correctly, because you were backing Havertz as well, weren't it? Now, hear me out. I'm not saying he's a dead player. I'm just saying, like, the game is the game. If you take a girl out, if you ask a girl out on a date, don't ask her to do 50-50. Yeah? If you sign a player for 72 billion, my bro, I need something. I need to see something.
I need answers, Sway.
Because you see, to this day, if we sign Declan Rice for 100 million, yeah, he will be getting cooked at Man United if he's not turning up. That's fact.
That's for damn sure. That is for damn early as well. Early on, because people was getting impressed early. Probably was getting. The
only reason man are not onto Grealish is because City keep winning. That's really it, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh dear. Abdi065 says 6 goals in 42 appearances. That's a goal every 7 games. Havertz has been a massive letdown. Still a baller though.
Yeah.
That's it. David, the comments are going all out, man. Ernest, but that's English hype though.
It is, but that's the game.
That is, this is the game. You know,
that's
the
game.
Exactly C1. But man, are used to.
Oh my goodness, you can't say that.
I told you.
Smokes.
You see, 2022 Lola flipping out.
She's even worse than before.
Look, no, this is Lola went to night vigil. Lola went to night vigil, and God said, "This year, kill them.
All your enemies will fall down before you." You know when man lays hands.
Oh gosh. Lord have mercy.
Man.
Lord have mercy. Honestly, you're on fire today. Havertz will mature into a class player. Do you know what? Can I be the first to say this, guys? I think Thomas Tuchel is the problem.
Dun, 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 dun.
He's not a bad manager by any stretch of the imagination. He's a top manager. He's a brilliant manager. However, I think with what he has at his disposal, his thing is not matching the players that they have, and I think it's just not a fit. It's just the glove. You know, the hand doesn't fit the glove. I don't think. When you look at the Lukaku situation, when you look at Havertz and Pulisic and Mason Mount and Hudson, I mean, there's too many players.
I think that's the problem. You know,
for starters,
I think that's the problem.
I have a feeling they just need to get another manager that's a better fit. And gets all of their players playing in their best positions, and then have a consistency over time with that. But
in order for that to happen, Bearman need to go, in my opinion.
Yeah,
players.
Bearman need to go. That Habibi from Edgware Road needs to go.
But you see, if Habibi plays in his position under a good manager, I'm seeing him back to his heights.
Yeah? Like Ziyech scores six goals, but I don't think he has an overall impact per 90. I'll be honest. I've not seen a good 60 minutes from Ziyech since he's played. I'm not going to sit and pretend like I've watched every Chelsea game, but I don't see what I expected from Ajax.
No, I concur with you. Is he like a Dusan Tadic? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
he's slower.
Slower than Tadic?
Yeah,
that's Tadic in his face.
That's slow.
Of course he is. Bruv, Ziyech is slow, bro. Ziyech is slow, man.
See, I just feel like Ziyech is
more techie. He's
having the steak, and
way more techie.
I'm chilling.
If anything, this might sound bizarre, yeah. Actually, this might sound wild, but as a 6, maybe, because he's got more time, he's got more space, he can pick his passes, and
but he needs to go gym.
Yeah, but he needs to go gym. Yeah, that's what I said.
He needs to go gym.
Mate, Ziyech as a 6 is worrying.
He has to have like super thunder thighs, bro.
Yeah. Or he has a dog next to him. That's all he's running. You know what I mean?
That's it, literally. Huncho, you're moving brazy, fam. Havertz and Martinelli both stink. Wow, not hard to be better than Lacazette. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Brandon says, do you lot consider Martinelli a better talent than Havertz? Martinelli's 20, Havertz is what, 23? What's Havertz?
Yes.
Havertz was born in 1999. Don't know. What's that, 23 now? 22?
Not a clue now. My maths is awful.
Is Martinelli a better talent than Havertz?
Oh, it's a difficult question.
Yes.
I'm going
yes.
I've not seen enough from Havertz, you know.
That's an eyebrow raiser.
That's going to pretend like I watch Leverkusen every game.
But the thing is,
know
his
what
numbers
this
though.
youth is fantastic at. I just know he's a technically gifted player.
Mm.
But if you're asking me, yeah, I give it to Gabby, man.
That's crazy, you know, when you think about it, like, because at first it was a bit like, this is mad. But when I think about it,
Bruv, certain men have exotic tax.
Listen,
That's
Peter,
That's
yeah.
we're finishing 8th, yeah? What was my main complaint? Every time Martinelli comes on, he does a thing, fam.
He does the thing.
Now you're seeing him flourish this season. Havertz,
Now,
listen.
obviously, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
It's easier to assess like a striker's impact over someone who's playing in a position in a system that doesn't really benefit him, in my opinion. Like, I don't think the false nine, the way Chelsea play it, is super defensive. Maybe
So why was he bought?
Yeah.
Huh?
Why was he bought, bruv?
Oh, David. When I tried to have this conversation this season, I was getting cooked. I was getting cooked, bro. I thought
Season.
like 72 million, bro. I need to see more.
And he wasn't brought to be a starter.
And listen, this is the truth, yeah. Chelsea bought a false nine to replace their number 9 because he scored 6 goals. Then they signed another number 9 who, to be fair, I think he scored 5 and 8, but now he's saying he doesn't even want to be there. So they spent hella peas, bro. Now you're telling me you want to sign Haaland as well? Bro, they need to do an Amazon Prime all or nothing on Chelsea Football Club. Because some of the purchases, I don't understand. I don't get it, bro.
They got good form for that as well, haven't they? Where they're in the shopping market, they'll buy 10 players, and 4 of them you'll question. You know what I'm saying? 6 can be great, but 4 of them you'll be like, huh? What's going on here? We're not new to that. Our depth ain't that bad if everyone's fit. Kelleher, Williams, Gomez, Kanate, Simicas, Milner, Keita, Ox, Minamino, Elliott, Origi, and Bobby.
Peter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I give you an honorable mention for not that guy, bro?
Okay, go through.
Like, I know it's nothing to do with football, yeah, but NFL, yeah. Hey, do you know about Antonio Brown? Do you know about AB, bro?
Do I know about Antonio Brown? That's a guy who cannot stay out of the headlines.
Big man.
I don't know.
Hey, do you know what he's just done, bro?
What's he done now?
Now, Robin, you might seem confused. Do you know who Tom Brady is?
Yeah.
That's like David Beckham.
So Tom Brady has got this man his job, yeah. Got him a Super Bowl, a trophy, bro, yeah. Do you know what he has done today? They're losing to the New York Jets, bro, and that team stinks.
Oh God, good.
What's
grief,
that? What's that equivalent to Premier League?
This season it is knee deep Newcastle right now.
No, Derby. Bro.
No. In fact, no. It's Derby County. It's Derby County. In Premier League history, it's actually Derby County. Because the bottom 2 for me, you got the Jets and you got the Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins suck, okay, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Like,
no. We're even forgetting about the Jaguars, bro.
The Jaguars are awful. They're awful.
All right, cool. Let me get to my story. They're
Derby
losing,
County,
yeah. They're losing this game, yeah. This is Tom Brady. He's got 7 Super Bowls. The guy takes off his jersey, yeah, takes off the thing that he wears underneath, chucks it in the crowd, and he's gone off down the tunnel. He's quit the game, bro.
He just walked.
He's walked off the field, bro.
Wait, he took off the Under Armour.
Bro, took it off and walked off the thing, blood.
The Red Warrior thing.
Guys, the team are still on the pitch, on the field, playing, and he's walked off.
He's a nutcase. The guy's a nutcase, guys.
Even Balotelli didn't do that.
Antonio Brown is a nutcase. He's a
Antonio
nutcase.
Brown, you're not that guy, bruv.
I cannot wait.
Tomorrow, ESPN.
ESPN is on deck. It is on deck. First take, undisputed, Max Kellerman. It's all going on. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to hear this. But yeah, Boss End says that the squad is these. Baller in what language? What does he offer? Again, he's still grilling. Yeah, he's still grilling. Let me get through these. Jeez. I'm wondering whether to just get through. Guys, there's so many comments, bro. It's constantly going. I don't know how Oscar friggin' deals with this, man. Oscar needs to get back here ASAP, bro. It's not easy. Every team represented in this panel would pay the same amount for Kai Havertz. Whoa! Arsenal can't afford that money. Let me tell you right now. Would we pay the 70 million plus for Kai Havertz?
No, but that's like me saying everyone would have had to have paid 100 million for Grealish. Like, if that's what the team is asking for, like, it's a few teams that get bumped. Really, it's few teams that get bumped. It's usually like Man United, maybe Arsenal sometimes, but most teams don't get bumped. If you pay 72 million, bruv, maybe United would have paid 80, but most teams would have paid 72 million. So it's like you saying they would have had to pay the same amount. Well, okay, let's say that's the case. Let's say everyone would have paid 72 million. Chelsea did.
They did.
So if they did, we're gonna judge them on what the outcomes have been since he's been there. Period.
What's happened?
No, we're talking about the comment, David.
Oh, okay, cool. I heard you say my name, bro. I was like, huh?
Peter saying that because he wants Tuchel at Arsenal. This guy. No, I'm just saying. I'm just watching the
It
pattern.
will be an upgrade, to be fair.
Would you take him now, Pete?
What are you trying to do?
No.
What are you trying to do to me? Would I take Thomas Tuchel at Arsenal?
Because real talk.
Answer the question. That's what he's trying to
I've heard Arsenal fans, who swear by Arteta now. Like, certain men have made a complete 180.
Ernest,
go on.
Ernest, just wait, bruv. I keep saying, just wait.
No, I know your answer, David. I'm just saying, because Peter seems to be more convinced now than he was before. I'm not saying he's an Arteta fan, but he's more convinced now. But if Tuchel became available today, are you saying safe? To Arteta?
I don't know, mate. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
It's not because of Arteta. I'm focusing on Tuchel here.
Yeah, exactly. It's that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's on the Conte thing. It's on the Conte thing.
The thing is, I would see. Well, here's my point. AD Tuchel right now at Chelsea. I'm looking at him a bit suspect. So the question is, do I want somebody who's looking suspect here? Probably not. However, Tuchel as a whole over Arteta, who do I want? Yes, I want Tuchel for sure. But it's like what you're seeing Conte do at Tottenham. It's not miracle work, but my goodness, how are Tottenham undefeated in 8? And apparently that's the first time ever a manager who's joined Spurs is undefeated in his first 8 games. I mean, come on, that tells you a lot about.
Not even Jose did that.
Not even Jose did it.
And,
right?
And you see, Ernest, like the problem with Arsenal is not just manager, bruv. It's do you trust this board, bruv? Everything's going nice and smooth.
No, David.
No. Like,
let
me finish.
Let me finish. Years ago, Man United and Arsenal are the same team. We are Arsenal with a Gucci belt. It's the same things that's going on. So I know what you mean, but my point is,
think so?
What you can change, you do change, innit? What you do have the power to say, you know what? At the very minimum, we cannot get Kroenke out. You can't even get the manager out, but you have an opinion on like what you have more power to say you can change.
No,
because like if it comes to owners, man will scream Dangote all day, but you don't know Dangote. You don't know
I don't know that.
See what I'm saying? No, the Nigerian don has been trying to buy Arsenal for like since I was born.
Big baller.
Big baller. You get me? But we can't really speak much about owners because you don't know what type of dictatorship that's gonna come. But in terms of management, it's the most accessibility you're gonna have to see how a manager does things, innit? Or how your team can change. So I know that it's a board issue, but
my thing is
cold, bro.
My thing is, like it doesn't matter who we have in, like Arteta's got this team playing well and that. We get top 4. Will they buy the finish? Okay, they say we spent 150 mil this in. Will you go and finish this? As I said, even under Wenger, finish the puzzle, bro, so you can go and challenge, bro.
He's been back so far, though.
We'll never know.
He has been backed, but let's say, as I said, let's say we get to the top 4. The next season, you got Aubameyang leaving, Lacazette leaving. Will you go and spend the money to get the guy we need up front or wherever? Is my issue.
It's a good question. because I don't know whether Arsenal's changed in terms of now they want to compete and fight at the top end. Whereas with Wenger, it looked like, look, we're in the party already. Like, why do we need to be the best fancy dress? We are in the party. But with the Arsenal situation now, is like, no,
That's
we need to
funny.
get invited. We need to get invited to the party now. So get us in there, and then we can talk about anything else afterwards.
What guest list at Libertine?
You know them ones. We need to get on the guest list. You know them ones.
Wow.
And that's the thing. So the thing is, it's a difficult question to ask now because obviously it's on such a trajectory. And the thing is, I think it's the first time Arsenal fans actually are believing in what's going on. Because a lot of the time what the heck is going on here? Nothing seemed to make sense. It was messy. There was an FA Cup win in the midst of it all, and you're just like, wait, none of this makes sense at all. This is the first season where you would say, bloody hell, it looks like Arsenal know what they're doing. But give it 4 weeks. Arsenal could have 4 defeats, and we are back here yet again. And I'll be pleading to get Tuchel in right now. Do you know the one? But what Tuchel's doing at Chelsea is starting to concern me a bit. That's all I'm saying. That's why to answer the question was kind of difficult. It's very, very difficult. That's all. But yeah, obviously, in a month, like right now, I'd go to Spurs and rob Antonio Conte. I'd jack handicap man.
Man said bank heist,
I would heist the guy and get him at London Colney and take training tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? In his Tottenham tracksuit. He could be wearing Nike, he could be wearing a whole lot. I'd train Martinelli and the like.
There's levels in it.
There's levels.
Yeah, because I really like Arteta. Part of me really believes in him, but come on, man, you can't compare it to Conte.
Exactly.
You just can't.
Exactly. Iklas says Pulisic, Werner, and Cho ain't good enough. Ziyech is good enough in a 10 role, but we don't play him. That's why he's so redundant. I want to play a 4-2-3-1 because when we can do damage with that, Okay. Ziyech on a number 10 kind of role.
Yeah.
Ain't slow, but he ain't pacey.
Or it's not pacey.
But he looked bloody good for Ajax on the right wing. Like when he was playing for Ajax, he looked freaking good on the right wing. I was like, hello.
Peter,
Because
first of all,
Hollywood passes half the time.
And what competition was he playing in?
Facts.
Nah, but I was talking about the Champions League. I wasn't watching the Eredivisie.
That one Diag against Real Madrid.
Nah, his performance against Chelsea was fire as well. His performance against Chelsea was fire.
That's probably why they bought him, to be fair.
In the 5-5. Oh, that's definitely why they bought him. That's definitely... Their scouting system is hilarious. Why are we backing a flop? Havertz has been tired for 2 seasons. Hey ho. Hey ho. Hey ho. Hey ho. He hasn't been there for 2 seasons. I don't add because of your agenda.
Chelsea Civil War.
No. Question: is there actual beef in the comments? Like, I missed something.
I can send him,
Is that what? Sorry. Yeah, wow, this is a madness. This is a madness. Martinelli versus Havertz is COVID versus HIV.
Goodness me!
What in the blue hell is going on?
There's so much you can extrapolate from this. Because what is Havertz HIV? Does that mean he's more potent? Like what?
Yeah,
which one is
all right, Honcho. Hey, cancel CFC Honcho, bro.
Hey, CFC Honcho has to hold this L.
That's a slope. I'm not going down. That is wild.
Which one has had more? Jesus Christ, that's too much.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
said, you know what? I was with you, but bro, even for me.
Yeah, no. He said that I can't back this. He said I cannot back you on this one.
I said, Jesus Christi.
Remember though, Tuchel didn't buy these players. What's it called? Yeah, SW6 says Tuchel didn't buy these players, and that's why I'm like, okay, that's very true. He has bought Rom, who doesn't want to be there.
But but he didn't want Lukaku. He didn't want him.
He didn't want Lukaku.
Why do you keep calling him Lukaku? That is funny, bro.
Hey man,
he wanted Erling Haaland. Remember the whole saga of Chelsea chasing Erling Haaland, but it was just too much peas. So that's when they went for Lukaku.
Hey man, I just want to be in the studio. You know what I mean? Drop this hot
Yo,
fire.
Pete.
Yo.
AB has just been released, bro, from the team, bro.
In game.
No, the game's done. They've won it.
The game's now done, and now they've released him straight away.
The coach has said he's no longer part of the team, bro.
future endeavors.
Adrian, go look at this guy's account. The guy has had misdemeanor after misdemeanor. He is a scandal. He is a scandal in the NFL. You imagine the heat that Colin Kaepernick got. This guy right here, Antonio Brown, you're a joker. You're an absolute joker. Havertz was bought because of Roman, to be honest. I can't lie. We have a stable of talent and make our money back on sales. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's the model. Because let's be real, all those miscellaneous forwards, they're making a flip. They're making a flip.
They flip well. Even Brandon saying, "Look, AB has lost his mind. The man is crazy." Listen, Antonio Brown is a nutcase. Ernest, are you giving Grealish the same energy? Just asking. I'm guessing the same energy as Havertz.
The rules of the game.
Loud and clear.
I literally just explained the.
He was clear. He was very, very clear.
I was very clear. Like Jack Grealish.
But I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to talk on Grealish yet. I'm not allowed to talk on Grealish yet. I'm keeping quiet. I'm not allowed to talk on
Are we gonna sit here and move like 100 million just because of the context of where we are? 100 million is like 50 million in 2010. No, 100 million is big peas, bro.
It's 100 million.
It's
not like man's going on like if you transact it to mine, it's going to turn up as 57. No. It turns up as 100 million.
No, because I don't want to hear this chat about 50 million for Torres is like 30 million back in the day. No, 100 million pounds sterling, my bro. I need 10 assists from August to December.
Bro.
Minimum.
Man's asking like he's Cesc Fabregas.
No. And guys,
on a FedEx thing.
Conversation I had with you guys about Havertz, and I said when Pogba came in, people started turning it from 89 million to 100 million. Even Klopp said it. Klopp said we don't spend 100 million on players like we did on Pogba. You know, this is what I'm saying. So listen, I'm just saying, let's keep the same energy. That's what I'm saying. Jack Grealish was bought by a team that didn't need him from a release clause that Villa said he's not 100 million, but he's going to cost you 100 million.
He's going to cost you.
He's going to cost you 100 million.
He's going to cost you 100 million.
If you look at Jack Grealish in the team, you see one London. Do you think Jack Grealish was worth 100 million? If yes, cool. If no, I have nothing to say to you. Because you're asking me a question, bro. I'll answer the question. 72 million for Pepe. We've cost Pepe all season.
SW6 is not a forgiver of sins. Why would you bring this up? Why? He was signed in 2019.
We cost him.
That was a lot of money, you know. Pepe, when you deep it.
You know when Arsenal cannot afford. Arsenal cannot afford to spend 70 million quid on players.
We actually need to do a cadastre inquest.
And then it be this.
What do we such an un-Arsenal move?
This is one of the most bogus Arsenal moves of all time. It's bogus. Honestly, a club like us, we are not financially like, you know what I'm saying? We're not in the cities and Man United and Chelsea in this world. We cannot afford to spend 72 million on a pair of legs and arms. And it be this guy. No chance. No freaking chance. This was a howler. Because when you deep it, okay, 8 goals and assists and whatever else, right? He might have got, double figures, blah, blah. He cost 72 million quid.
Facts.
That's the minimum I expect from him.
He should be winning you leagues. He should
be winning me league titles. He should be winning me trophies, Robin. He should.
That's a transformative.
It's a transform. Listen, look what you lot did when you lot bought Van Dijk and when you lot bought Alisson. Transform the football club.
Perfect examples. Perfect.
Transform the football club, and they were 60 odd, 70 odd as well.
Bro, they went from what's my man's name, Mignolet to Alisson, bro. 67 million, and you've seen the 67 million on the pitch. You've seen it.
We've gone from Iwobi to Pepe to the point where Saka is the one playing. Saka's the one playing. Oh,
come on,
wait.
Bro. I told you.
Can I ask you about what, Peter? Pepe or Iwobi at their best for Arsenal?
For Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh God.
What's Pepe's
best? Can I go further back, please? Can I go somewhere else? Can I pluck Caleb, please?
Gervinho.
Oh,
you know what? Over Pepe, I'm taking Jovinius still.
Oh my God, I hate this era. I hate it. That is a diabolical decision. What a question to ask me, because I have no get out clause. I can't get out of that situation. That's a sticky situation. So everyone that pays 72 for a player, Jesus Christ. Concerned about Tuchel? Y'all crazy. He levels. Listen, I'm just saying. Like you said, he didn't buy the players.
When we refer to Chelsea, are we just going to speak an American accent now?
Yeah, why not? We have to. We have to. Their number 9 thinks he's 50 Cent. He thinks he's in G Unit. He thinks G Unit.
He thinks he was in the Heat video.
But the many men wish death upon me.
My man said he's beefing Ja Rule, you know. It's on site if he sees him.
Imagine he's on site if he sees Ja Rule. Oh my God. That's it. Lukaku, you're finished this season. You're getting all the American slander we can think of. Just won a Champions League with those, as you mentioned.
I'm gonna use it for him.
No, listen, Brandon, I understand. Look, it sounds ridiculous to say, Tuchel, you should be concerned about him at Chelsea, blah, blah. But I'm just saying, like, there's something not quite right now anyway. Let's see if he overcomes this period that Chelsea are going through and he becomes, still playing top level, fine. And he is still that overall. He's not a terrible manager. He's not a bad manager. Any stretch. I'm just saying the glove.
Let's stop the nonsense, bro. The best managers in the world are not perfect. Like, let's not pretend like you can't critique any manager. Like, let's not do this, man. Let's not do this, bro. Like Pep Guardiola.
Have you seen Chelsea's home form in the last 5-6 games?
Nah.
They showed bare D's, like 1 W in 7, and I was like, Chelsea at home, is this your record? Do you know what I mean? I gotta say something.
Should we not mention that? Should we not mention that at all? Because you won a Champions League. Come on, bro. Let's not do this, man. Anyone can get critiqued.
Bro.
They all should. They all should. Ziyech is more techie version of Bruno. You have to give them the free role in attack.
There's way too many players more techie than Bruno.
I agree with
that. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Is Oscar coming? I don't know. We haven't seen him. Appear up backstage. Some fake Hazard. Who's this? Who's the fake Hazard? Is that Ziyech?
Is Oscar fake Hazard?
No, is Oscar fake Hazard?
Oscar's at the game, so we don't know where he is at the moment.
Some fake Hazard. I don't know if he means.
Is he talking about Ziyech?
Either Ziyech, it could be, Pepe we were talking about, Grealish, anyone. Pulisic, Havertz. He could be talking about anybody. That's the funny thing. The same man keep the energy is the same man defending Pogba's poor performances. Holy fuck.
Whoa.
Bang! Here's the first shot.
Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna ask the panel a question. Yeah. What Man United player have I not cussed?
He's probably gonna say Paul Pogba. Pog back.
He's definitely cussed Paul Pogba.
I've cussed Pogba every opportunity that he's been poor. I don't.
By the way, where is he?
Where is he?
He's in the training ground. He caught life.
Man,
he's been out for 2 months. Conveniently at the time that he can speak to any club now.
What? His contract ends this season.
Yeah, this is last year. Yeah.
Oh my God, United, get your finger out.
So United, they let him go on a free to sign him for 90 million. To they let him go for free. Okay. You're okay. I mean, he came from your academy.
Listen, Ernest said that they're the dumbest football club in the world, and I've questioned Barcelona. I've put Barcelona in this category.
No, Barcelona had it for 3 months this year.
They just had it for 3 months. That's it.
For 3 months.
Ernest, I've got some news for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ernest.
Go on,
sure about that? AD.
Very sure about that.
All I'm gonna say is they bought
FC Barcelona.
They bought a man for £58 million.
And they cannot play him. They can't play him.
What do you mean they can't play him? Don't do this, guy.
They can't play him.
No, they cannot play him.
They've registered 25
It's over the budget. So they have to sell players again. Or they have to do what they did with, PK, and have people...
Okay, now I'm looking at Ferran Torres. Now I'm looking at Ferran Torres. So
Did he know? Did he know?
Uncle.
Bro, where were you going, bro?
After I've seen
He's-
Aguero train and not play, I'm asking questions.
Have you seen who else is linked at Barcelona? Who Barcelona who are heavily, let me use the quote, heavily in pursuit of purchasing. However that is in Spanish. Heavily pursuit of purchasing.
Señorita.
What I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna try and make you link the puzzle because Mauro Icardi is being linked to Juve. Make of that what you will then. If Icardi's at Juve, who in Juve is leaving to go to Barcelona?
Oh, right. I've seen it. I've seen it already.
Who?
Chiesa.
No. Oh God, no. That's
Think money laundering.
Dybala.
No, think money laundering.
No.
You're making sensible. You're talking
moves?
sensible signings. Yeah, you're talking about sensible signings. I'm talking about scandals.
That is always upload. Yeah.
Alvaro Morata, ladies and gentlemen. The Spanish connection cannot be defeated. Barcelona are heavily interested, heavily linked.
Hey. Next time I get a football shirt, I'm getting Morata at the back. This guy has made moves, bro.
That should only be valid for 18 months, but go ahead.
But go ahead. He might be there twice. To be fair, how many times has he been at the same club more than once? It's just Chelsea.
No.
Just keep it.
Morata's got to move to Barca.
Bro, they are heavily linked. They're in hot pursuit. I don't know, bro. God bless him.
Because of Ousmane Dembele. And we're even linked with Ousmane Dembele as a swap move for Anthony Martial.
I pray to God Ousmane Dembele stays far away from Man United.
You're telling me. No, please join Man United. Please join Man United. I need Dembele at Manchester United.
To be convinced to go to train with Messi, Busquets, and Suarez. Any player that has to be called from his yard when he's playing Fortnite to leave his yard to go traded, I don't want him anywhere near my club.
Did you hear Tuchel when he said that? You know, they're talking about like overcoming hardships in managerial football. He said his hardest time was at Dortmund when he had Dembele and Aubameyang. I died laughing. To have those two.
None of them, man.
He died laughing. Oh dear, fantastic stuff. Now Grealish was cold last season, but he ain't worth 100 million. Never in a million years. 80 million at the very least. Respectfully speaking, I mean, respectfully to Grealish, Ernest. Respectfully to Grealish is what you mean.
Wait, I'm confused. He's saying he's worth 80 million.
He's saying at the least, like obviously 100 million is ridiculous, but he was cold last season, so he was asking, you know, respectfully speaking, in terms of what he was talking about, Grealish.
In today's like climate, he probably is worth 80 million. But for me, Grealish is a 50 million man at best. At best, bro.
Ooh,
like I'm not. I like the guy, but 80 million. Yes, in today's currency, yeah, because the inflation is mad for certain man. But
City did get royally bumped. They got absolutely bumped.
Yeah.
Like royally.
But they had the money to just print his pocket change. So hey ho.
Baby. Why are we disregarding the age of these players? I.e., Havertz, 22 years of age. That's a very good point, actually.
Because when you're good enough, you're old enough.
But they're not even at their peak yet.
No, I know, but my point is, no. Listen, me and Brandon are probably saying the same thing. Because you shouldn't judge a player strictly off of what he costs. But my point is, that is what happens.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. It's not fair. Like you can't equate a man's talent to excessive amounts of money and say that if he doesn't do X, Y, and Z, he's not been worth this. But sadly, that is the game. Especially when 35 million for Mohamed Salah has gotten you what? 2-3 golden boots? That's the problem. That's the issue. That's where we are.
I mean, even Aubameyang was 60, and yet we got a golden boot out of him. We've got an FA Cup out of him. You know what I'm saying? He's done something. You know the ones.
Yeah.
No, that was a good signing. You know, we never talk about how much it costs.
No, it's a good signing. But that's the thing. Good signings. We don't care about the money. Nobody talks about the money when they're good. Pepe all day. Yeah, I think I'm correct on this one. I think Pepe Sorry, C1, I'm with you on this one. Pepe for me above Jovino and Iwobi. I'm sorry, it's scandalous. I can't start Iwobi and Jovino. But his stats are decent, but his first touch is horrendous. I agree, totally agree. Iwobi when he first came on the scene was saucy though. I mean, he had like 2 goals. You know the ones there, like you know.
No, but bro, I was in the second third. He was wavy, man.
With the 4-5 on his back, bro.
Yeah,
I remember
man.
that 2016, bro.
He had some flair. He had something about him.
Yeah, something about him.
Shall we head on to the board?
Yeah, we will get into the awards. I'm gonna finish these very, very fast. Peter, our home form has been smelly for years. People think this is 07 when they talk about the bridge. Okay, that's an interesting take. I didn't actually, I never really, I never really thought of that. And Iklas was referring to Grealish in terms of the B-Tech Eden Hazard, the fake Hazard.
Oh.
People were calling Grealish the B-Tech Hazard last year. Barcelona reignited with Torres. Yeah, they became number 1, didn't they? The Morata CV is unreal. Listen, his CV is unprecedented on a real. Let's get onto the awards. I would get onto the final other games, but I don't even know who played. We'll talk about them if we do come up with them. Let's go with the team of the week, ladies and gentlemen. What is your team of the week? Who have you got this week? West Ham. They bounced back. They were smelling of recent, but they've come back 2 back-to-back victories. Brandon's saying, don't forget Liverpool paid 35 million for Andy Carroll. They did indeed. I can't forget
my team of the week, I would say
I give it to West Ham still.
Yeah, I was thinking West Ham because they just nicked a 3-2. I thought it was going to be Crystal Palace, but yeah, they did nick a 3-2, doing the thing again after the horrid start.
Yeah, they had a terrible time earlier, but I think West Ham for me.
Peter,
what? Yes,
I'm tempted to sin, man.
Talk to me.
Let me now. I won't go that far. I'm just thinking, if we're talking level of performance, and then we think of the scandalous refereeing that occurred on New Year's Day. Arsenal's performance, like the way they dealt with City was insane, man. Come back to me.
I can't lie. We can't give those to L's.
I know you can't.
You can't give those that have L's.
I know.
It's very difficult to. And also, we only played once. A lot of teams, like West Ham, played 2 games since their defeat. And they done well. Brighton, by the way, getting a draw at the Bridge and then beating Everton at Goodison Park.
I was going to say Brighton.
Brighton's a good shout. It's a bloody strong shout. Let me know in the comments, guys. Who did you think your team of the week is? David, team of the week.
West Ham.
Robin.
West Ham.
AD.
Brighton.
And Ernest.
Brighton.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Through the back door, I think Brighton are going to nick. I've changed my answer. I'm going to go with Brighton Hove Albion winning at Goodison. So Everton, you're in the mud, rude boy. You're in the freaking mud. Yeah, you man. I thought AD was just harsh when he spoke about Everton earlier at the start of the season. But my God, what? Yeah, I did.
He said, "Did you?"
Wait, is Rafa still there?
Yep,
he's still there.
I don't know why I thought you got sacked. I don't know.
Everybody else has been fired except him. All the backroom and all the heads off, they've all been fired. He has remained.
What even Big Dunk?
I think no, Dunk is there. Sorry, when I say backroom, I mean like technical team upstairs, not the coaching.
Oh right, got you.
Not the coaching.
Like,
By the way, guys,
Everton
Everton are 15th place, blood, level on points with Leeds. Okay, level on points with Leeds. Brighton and Hove Albion up to 8th. Yeah, 4 points behind Manchester United in 7th.
We said this last week. They're having a really good season.
Fair play to them, man. Fair play to them. Player of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Kante or Kovacic? Ernest, I wish you was in the house. I was waxing lyrical about Yves Bissouma in the house when Chelsea were playing Brighton. Yeah. Man, them are looking at me like he's all right.
That is great.
I don't know how he's doing with his sexual assault charge, yeah, but
I mean he's still
I need United to jump on it, bro.
I mean he's still playing.
He's still playing, so I tell you what, the fact that he's still with the side, I forgot who Man City's left back primarily was. It was only just this morning that I woke up and I realized, it's him, Benjamin.
He's still a football manager. Hey, by the way, City is a mad thing. Like, obviously, Mendy is what Mendy is, yeah. But City have gone without a £50 million left back, and we haven't even noticed. He literally got taken.
And
without a striker. And they need to get rid of Jesus, by the way. They need to get rid of him. They need to get rid of him.
If he's in 10, does he still get a medal?
No, because he hasn't had a certain amount of appearances.
No, that doesn't count anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. 10 games is not the rule anymore. It's if you're registered in the squad. Yeah, it's only if you're registered in the squad. So if you've made the 25, there's your medal. Because what's my man? There was a guy at Ajax who got a trophy, who got a medal in like half a season, and then went to another club, got who is it? Was it Liverpool? Was it the Liverpool won the league? Did you sign anybody from Ajax?
Oh no, no, it was Minamino. Because he won at Salzburg. He won the league at Salzburg.
Okay.
There might have been an Ajax one as well.
There's an Ajax one. Maybe it was Ziyech. There was an Ajax one where they won 2 trophies in 1 year, playing half and half of each season. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, all you have to do is be registered. You don't have to play 10 games anymore. They thought the 10-game thing was a farce, so they switched it up.
I hear that, to be fair, because it's a long season, man.
If you played 1 game, like you should still get a medal. You contributed to the point or the 3-point or whatever it was.
Yeah. I need to confirm this. Apparently, Klopp gave his winners medal to Harvey Elliott, but I need to
I don't know who's more sick, him or Mourinho. Do you remember Mourinho gave his to the crowd? I couldn't believe it. He gave his 3rd Premier League title to the crowd. I said, you're a mentalist. Player of the week, guys. Iklas is saying Kante or Kovacic. That's a very interesting one. SW6 says Antonio or Benrahma. And obviously, because of Yves Bissouma, Ernest bringing him up, Iklas is also remembered him.
Bring him to OT, man.
Kovacic. People are saying Kovacic, player of the week. Kovacic, Bissouma. I mean, I don't know. Who was the best player this week? I wouldn't go Kovacic.
I think it's Bissouma.
Would you go Bissouma? Partey was man of the match against Arsenal, against Man City. Sorry. Yves Bissouma's a definite shout.
Isn't it mad that the referee has overshadowed his performance?
To be fair, he's up there, Mr. Atwell.
We lost the game, and he got man of the match. Can you believe that? I don't remember a losing side having a man of the match. I can't remember the last time that's happened.
Oh, I do.
Is it?
I do. Yeah, David De Gea.
He got man of the match in a losing game.
Must have been like 12 saves that day.
I'm sure.
Cannot remember, but I think it was.
What game it was?
I think it was either when we lost against City, because I think it was City, and then he just made bare saves. Because we were on his front. Yeah, he got man of the match.
Sounds like David De Gea to me.
Do you know what? I don't know if this is true, but I remember hearing. Yeah, it definitely wasn't true. In the 8-2 against Arsenal and United, that Chesney got man of the match, and I said, he's conceded 8. How has he got man of the match? I'll give a damn. Even if he saved 20, he conceded 8.
But Peter, isn't that not scary? How can you lose by concede 8 goals and your goalkeeper's man of the match? So what should the score really have been?
Well, maybe he was the man of the match for Arsenal, but I think overall it must have been Rooney. Rooney absolutely battered that.
Yeah, of course.
But C1, are we judging Kova on his performance or his goal?
His goal, because goal week he has a strong shot.
I mean, it was decent. It was decent today.
He was decent. I'm not going all of that. I'm not going all the way.
I wouldn't say he was the best player in the pitch. One thing I love about him, he looks after the ball, man.
He does. He
bullied Fabinho. Fabinho was crap today.
Yeah, your midfield needs surgery, man.
For sure. SWC says West Ham have been on smoke.
Are a good shout.
They are a good shout. They absolutely battered Watford, and I haven't seen the highlights today for the game against Palace, but winning at Palace is always a good result. I love Fabinho, but Kante had him on toast today.
Words, yeah, man.
And to your point, Ernest, he says both.
Got you.
I'm going to Yves Bissouma. Screw this. Yves Bissouma is the player of the week for me. Let's get voting.
Yeah, I said Yves.
Benrahma
Yves Bissouma.
You're going Yves Bissouma. Sorry, Robin. What did you say?
Yves Bissouma.
Yves, David,
Full house, mate.
for last, and AD. You're gonna wrap it up for us, yeah?
might as well. Wrap it up with a bow. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Who got the goal of the week? Here's another debate, ladies and gents. Goal of the week.
The bias has come into me. I was just thinking about our goals. I was like,
Of course you were.
like Scott McTominay. I
Again.
did like it. I was like, ooh,
Can I ask you
banger
a
out of
question?
nowhere because you don't expect it every week. But
Can I
want to give it to Kovacic
ask the
because
question?
I was like, yeah, I jumped up there.
Why?
I'm in between
why-
Kovacic and Lanzini.
Oh, Lanzini. I can't
Yeah.
forget about Lanzini. That was a good one. Guys, why are defenders of professional football clubs in this country continuously allowing Cristiano Ronaldo to pick up rebounds unmarked in the 6-yard box? I need answers.
Now, Peter, do you know why that's harsh? He's mastered it for the past decade and a half.
I called it out day one. He scored a tap in against Newcastle. I said, you are an idiot because you should know his name is called Cristiano Ronaldo for a frigging reason. Then he did it the following week. He did it against West Ham. Did he do it against Wolves? He did it about 4 games in a row. And I said, what is the matter with you guys? Then it stopped. There was a drought season for Ronaldo. He wasn't picking up those crops anymore. But yet again, lo and behold,
It's rain season again.
it's raining for sure.
Yeah.
As Burnley were in the game at Old Trafford, they said, you know what, Ronaldo, here you are. Have the 6-yard box. AD, he's unmarked in the 6-yard box.
No,
Why is that? How am I being harsh?
It's a cardinal sin. No, because bro, he's made a living off of this. It's like when Iron Robin cuts in. It's like we know what he's going to do. You just can't stop it, unfortunately.
Man saying he's Iron Robin with from cutting in on the right hand side, bending it on his left.
You know what he's going to do. You know,
And it goes in every time.
That was what was more frustrating. I'm looking at the goalkeeper. Like, brother, I can tell you where he's going to put it. What corner he's going to put that in. Just stay there. Just stand there because he's not going to put it anywhere else.
Oh, man, 10 years ago, we had ballers, man. Robin.
It's Cover or Lanzini. I'm going Lanzini for sure. I'm going Lanzini.
Same.
Covered on the mad thing. Lanzini, pure techers. Robin?
I'm saying Kovacic.
David?
Just because it was a banging goal, just because I saw it, Kovacic.
Oh, it's 2-2. AD.
Pure for me, it's the back because he's backing away. That's what seals it for me. Because to have that amount of control of the tech is unreal, man.
It looked like it. I'm hating. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to preface this out. I'm hating. It looked like hit and hope. It looked like a guy who should never be able to even take this shot. You know them ones like Kovacic. He's not taking these shots ever in his career. But
that's one in a million.
Absolute worldie of a goal for sure. Kovacic gets the goal of the week. David, who is not that guy this week?
I have 2. There's no way this guy can't get it, bruv. It's the big man. Has he got it before? I'm sure he's got it before. Let me find it. I don't.
You think
This
he's got it
gentleman,
before?
I think he's got it before. I don't remember if I've given it to him before. But he was born 30th of May, 1993. I'm older than him, bruv.
You're damn right, David. You're damn right.
Keep long story short, this gentleman, since he's been with Jay-Z, he thinks he's all that, bruv.
He thinks he's Memphis Bleak, bro.
The official man thinks he's a bad B and that, yeah?
Every hoop we go through.
Romelu, Manama, Lukaku, Bolingoli. Look at that guy, bruv. Throw it out, blood.
Howler.
A disgrace.
He's had a friggin' howler.
Now, my second one.
That's not cool, man. That's not cool.
It's not cool. Ain't cool, man.
The
Hey, yo, David, how you
one.
gonna do me like that, man? How you gonna do me like that?
Hey, the second one, yeah. This football club was established in 1881, yeah.
Oh,
And they're near the Hertfordshire area, yeah. And the
The opposite London Coney.
First of all, your owners, your owners, yeah, are Italian, bruv. So you already know what I'm going, but the racism that goes on down there, blood. Yeah. And then 2-2s now. You refuse to release my man to go to the what? To join this thing. To join the national team, yeah. Then another country now comes, they want a player, and you saying he's injured. I pray that the ancestor on your club this season and you get relegated, yeah?
Snap.
What Watford Football Club, yeah? You're not that good, bro.
Bro.
No, absolutely not.
Oh my God. Nah, Watford are moving brazy, fam. Man are just refusing to let man go, blood.
No,
Someone referred to Lukaku, the Belgian Macy Gray with the ego of CR Kelly. Hold that, fam. As Davidson says, you're not that guy. I love the fact you're still called Davidson.
What, man? I don't understand with this thing.
Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute. The man has spoken. Joining in 2 minutes. Oscar's coming in 2 minutes. Watford failed. No, for real.
This is a bumper episode. No, Mandem, my thing is, right? No, but do we blame them?
This is thank you, Adrian.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do we blame Watford?
Do we blame them?
What, for wanting to keep their players?
Yeah, their best players. They're knee deep in a relegation battle. The 2 games they would miss are Newcastle, Norwich, 6-pointers. Do we blame them for doing everything they possibly can? Because, in my opinion, what I think what's happened here is there's 2 conflated arguments. There's what's happened here, and there's the general notion of how African football's been disrespected. And I think it's been boiled into one. Because I think if this is Euros, if this is Asia, if this is any, South America, any club in Watford's position will do what they can to keep their best players. This, in my opinion.
So you're saying,
go on, Peter.
No, I was just going to say. So if it was the Euros instead in January, obviously for us the season would stop, wouldn't it? Like the season would actually stop.
First of all, exactly.
I mean, isn't it scumbaggery? Ain't the point that who is it? Was it Nigeria were late to register or to say boom 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 come true or whatever, and now they're just like, no, you can't have him now. Like we're keeping him. It's like wait, what? Like you had to let him go. Had we met the deadline? So why are you now just withholding him? Like it kind of doesn't make sense. It's not like, oh, if we let him go, we would have got this guy on loan. But instead, you lot said you lot didn't actually register him. So now we've got no choice now. We've got no striker. It's like, I don't get why are they being a bit like anal? Like they're being right to the book here on this one. So I'm a bit confused.
The reason why is because they want their player. And they're looking for any loophole they can find to legally keep him.
But can't the national federations ban them? So you know how like all South America, when they couldn't have their players because of Brexit and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
They said, you know what, we're going to go to FIFA, can't play for 4 games. That's why they can do that.
There's a bigger issue at hand here. I did a little research, found one Nigerian journalist on Twitter here, and he's talking about how he's got it to the best of his knowledge that Dennis is actually the one that's forcing Watford to say no. Dennis doesn't want to go.
Right.
That's what's been reported. Because outside of the fact that, you submitted your thing late or whatever, it's the reality that this guy's had troubles from when he was at Bruges with the former Nigerian. I think he just got sacked. The former Nigerian coach.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
But what's happened is that, in addition to that, he's had, troubles with Bruges in the past. He's actually moving on some, I don't want to play for AFCON. He wants to come and ball out in England type thing.
That throws up a whole can of worms then.
But the thing is, not that I disagree with you, Ernest. It's that I've heard the opposite. I've heard from the players saying that
let me read one line, Robin, then I'll let you go.
Yeah.
So he's like, the statement means nothing to Dennis as his mind is made up. He wants to stay at Watford. In the form of his life in a big league, going to AFCON might derail him. Then the issue of his invitation, I repeat, it wasn't late. It was the pre-tournament notification that was sent. That's his point.
Hmm.
So I've always wondered, like, was Watford bad for this? Like, what are we not hearing here? What are we not being told here? Type thing. And from what he's saying, obviously, take it with a pinch of salt. He's a journalist, isn't it? But I thought, let me see what the contrarian arguments are, because it's very easy for us to jump on Watford's back and say X, Y, and Z. These lot are moving mad, like white supremacy, racism, institution, all that kind of stuff. It's easy to point that stick. But how the hell are you sending a late invitation to your player? That was my question. I was like, how? You knew this thing was happening 4 months ago, but yeah, you can go on, Robin.
But I was saying that because not that I haven't heard or disagreeing what you're saying. From what I've seen, I can't remember which player I was looking at it, and it was coming out the Nigerian Israelite stuff. Is that he's being told he can't go by the club himself, that he wants to go, and even Claudio Ranieri has come out, I think, just a couple of days ago, says that he wanted to go and play. So when you say that he doesn't, it's just like there's bare conflicting reports. Saying, that's saying that something says he wants to go, some people say he doesn't want to go. I'm just saying that if Watford are the actual culprit behind this and saying that even if he wants to go, he can't go, they're not that guy. Like, they're absolutely not. But if they don't want to play either, then it's just like, then why make that ambition, or why would you want to play football for the club? Why would you want to part-time be an international player, if that makes sense? Like, you either play for your country or not. That's how I feel, bro.
SW6 mentioned about Ranieri's press conference. I didn't see this, so I'm not sure what was
it's recently said. Come out. Yeah, he said he didn't want. Yeah.
Didn't even want to let people know the reason. The journalist had to get it out of him, mad shaky. So Ranieri seemed to be sort of covering traps. I wonder if he even knew what the situation is himself.
It's a scandal now.
Yeah,
it's a lot of things. Bunfire Watford. I hope they get relegated 10 times over. Man, let one Nigerian go and the other one must stay because of a technicality.
Look, but my thing is, in Watford's position, you exploit that technicality. You would.
But it's just. I guess you got a point there, AD. But at the same time, like, surely international football comes before. You know them ones. Like, it's not even be a debate here. Like, as in, like, Watford shouldn't even have a say. I know Watford pay his wages, and that's where the big caveat is hang on a minute, he has a contract here, we pay him for this, blah blah. Whereas Nigeria won't necessarily pay him. It's just, it's an honor to play for your country, blah blah. But it's I don't know, like, it's.
If you're Watford, do you let him go?
Yeah, I would. I would if he's to play for his country. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay,
so some of the admin fees, admin stuff has gone awry, but I would definitely say, off you go. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Emmanuel Dennis has contributed to over 50% of Watford's goals this season. They're playing Newcastle and Norwich, bro. Realistically, be real. Me as a Liverpool fan, I'm gutted Salah and Mane are going, and I'll be real. If I could, I'd keep them. If I could, I'd keep them.
Nah, listen, I totally hear you. I just think it's, I'm going on a moral side of things here. I just think it's morally wrong to withhold him. If the issue is that he doesn't want to play, that's another. Listen, that's not Watford's beef anymore. If it is that I want to play and look, come on, guys. That's what I mean. Like, if I'm not saying I'm not gonna even say force the guy. Yeah, I think Oscar's at Cobham, isn't he? Where the hell is he? Like, he's somewhere else. Yeah, I agree with Lola. Here, one and not the other. Watford, no, it's wrong. I'm so sorry. There are 2 Nigerians at the club, but only one of them is having issues. I ain't got time. So obviously there's conspiracy here that, look, they are being sus with the technicalities. Maybe it's only, was the technicality for both players? Or is this all made up? Is it all made up? Because at the end of the day, people like Salah and Mane were playing today in London and are still going to the AFCON. So why can't Emmanuel Dennis do that? Do you know them all? So there is something that's not quite right. Donny's live from the bus stop. Yeah, I like it.
Let's get Oscar in. Oscar, you're dead, mate.
Hey,
streets.
Relax, man. Can you hear me properly? Am I clear?
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
That's crystal clear. What, 4K?
Yes, boys. Yes.
Look like your New York Bridge.
Hey yo, look. Hey yo, man. How's the Brooklyn Bridge, man?
He's a
Hey, yo,
Lukaku,
mate.
bro.
Y'all wildin'. Hey, Ernest, y'all wildin', man. Y'all tripping. Y'all wildin'. Yo.
Are you having a
My
break
man's
course
like
with
that.
Lukaku? You having
Nah,
a
man.
break course?
Honestly, I'm seeing at the bottom of the banner it says not that guy. If anyone is not that guy other than Romelu Lukaku, you lot have had a howler. You lot have
No,
had a
no, he was
howler.
number one. He was number one on our list.
Because this Belgium Don is number one. He's number one, not that guy. Yeah, he's had a howler. Yeah, to the point where I'm even defending him, and I'm having howlers trying to defend him. He's such a howler. He's such an idiot. Oh my goodness. I'm assuming you lot have spoke about the game, yeah?
At length,
Yeah.
but yeah.
At length, yeah, man.
Obviously,
The only,
you can add your 2 fans.
the only thing I'll say about the game is fantastic game of football. I think Mane should have been sent off. I think that was attempted murder. I think you can't fly in with an elbow on Aspilicueta like that. That's attempted murder, guys. It's attempted murder. He's flew in with an elbow. It's a red. I don't care if it's the first minute of the game. It's a red.
It's the first 6 seconds.
Other than that, yeah, Liverpool started cooking, and I was like, oh, we were 2-0 down in 25 minutes. Guys, I feared the worst. I thought I was going to be here watching a 6-5-0 game. Like I was
You and me
terrified.
both.
Big up the boys though. They fought back. I mean, I can't complain with the fight back. Kova scored probably goal of the season, and then Pulisic decided to finally, do his thing in front of goal. So, yeah, man, I think a draw was probably a fair result in the grand scheme of things. But if we're being honest, I think if we had Lukaku today, I think we would have won. Like that's just my opinion. I'm sure Adrian probably feels a bit differently, but we were shackled today by the situation. COVID injuries. We had a lot of injuries. We had no forwards bar Kai Havertz. If we had Lukaku today, we would have won this game.
I disagree.
I agree, bro.
I disagree. He's a cunt. Lukaku, you know what? As a manager,
What?
as a manager, you've got to make a stand in that situation,
Yeah.
and you've got to say something. Lukaku, I love him.
Yeah.
We need a centre forward. We're missing a proper forward. But today, as a manager, you've got to make your stand, and he did the right thing.
I get you, bro. I mean, I agree. I think Lukaku deserved to be disciplined.
Thank you. But what do you do? You can't financially discipline him because no financial.
Bro,
Can you talk a bit louder? Can you talk a bit louder? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, of course.
What's on the Brooklyn
No
Bridge?
financial punishment you can give Lukaku is gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do to him is stop him playing in the game.
Yeah.
What else can you do to him?
Hey, we have us.
As a manager, you've got to show that you're in charge.
Yeah,
All
I
the
agree.
fans back him. My glasses look shit. Anyway, you've got to,
Bro, you're good, bro. You're good.
I can't say anything without him. Anyway,
Yeah.
you've got to discipline him in some way.
Yeah.
You've got to put him on the bench. You got to bin him off for the game.
I understand that.
No players bigger than the club.
Disciplinary wise, I understand it. But football wise,
It's
I
a shame.
think we win today if Lukaku plays.
It's a shame. I actually genuinely don't even think we've been playing better recently.
Look, people like Chelsea fans are not happy with Lukaku today, and why should they be? Like he's disrespected the club. He doesn't deserve to play for Chelsea when you're talking like that. But it is what it is.
Hey, Oscar, where are you at, bruv?
Oscar's in the bedside.
What is this?
Bro, when I heard that Lukaku's a CNX Tuesday, I was like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah,
here?
I
I was like, God damn. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Let me go back to the comments here before Oscar joins us again. If Dennis didn't want to get the call up, he wouldn't have been gagging for it for time. Gagging for it. School settings. # school settings. From 0abdi65. Oscarini, I can't lie, I'm not hearing wages. When you sign an African, AFCON will come into play. You know that what you have gotten yourself into. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise.
Yeah, it's true. It's not new.
So man, like Oscar reporting live, Oscar reporting live. Honestly, Oscar's on the Brooklyn Bridge. I swear to you, he's with Lukaku. But the fact that he called Lukaku a CNX Tuesday, I'm a bit concerned now. Where is Lukaku? Where are you, buddy?
But they're running up.
Yeah, they're about to
on the crib.
jump in. About to jump in.
They're gonna need a few more lads. Lukaku's a big boy.
The AFCON needs to either move or they need to stop football leagues across the nation, in my opinion. Obviously, Copa America, Euros, and so on and so forth. When the World Cup takes place next November, we're gonna have a stop to all football league seasons. They've got to show a bit more respect to the AFCON and actually start stopping leagues so that the AFCON can take place. We all got our eyes on it.
Stop doing it in January, man.
Well, I think they do it purely on climate reasoning. Because you know, Africa in August is a farce. Surely it's a farce, no?
That's cat. I'm so sorry. The temperature of an African country should not be the reason you don't do a tournament in the summer. I'm so sorry, bro.
I did the World Cup in South Africa.
How many tournaments have we watched where man are doing water breaks 30 minutes in, bruv? You hear the commentator talk about how humid it is, rare. It's nonsense, man.
Do you not think as well
in the summer?
Do you not think African leagues though? It would be interesting to know about domestic leagues. Wherever Sam, if you're about, bro, whether their leagues are played from like February to like November or whatever.
That's a very good point.
So therefore, you've got their summer tournament. The AFCON happens literally over the course of January and so on. I'm going to assume it goes based around domestic leagues rather than anything else. We would love to see AFCON in summer, wouldn't we?
Because it happened in 2017?
Yeah,
it happened in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it was. Oh yeah, of course it was. I forgot. I totally forgot about that.
So what was the reason then that it's not now? That's my
That's a good question. That's a very good question. That's a very good question. I don't know. I'd make you right though, Abdi065. I think we should make it in the summer. But I just wonder if it's domestic leagues that are forcing the hand the other way.
That'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to know. I mean, we should get Sam, our correspondent, on that one, our African correspondent on that one.
Oh, but by the way, do you know where Alex Song plays right now?
Alex Song? No.
Oh, is it Rwanda? He plays it's like Rwanda or somewhere.
Let's do Song below.
I can't remember the country. But it's weird because apparently this is like they're owned by the richest man in that country, so they're starting to sign reputable players. So they've signed Song. They've got one or two others. I can't remember the country though.
He plays in Djibouti.
Yeah, Djibouti. There we go.
Yeah, plays for a club called Arta. Is it Arta? So in Djibouti. Yo,
hey Pete, look up my man.
I can't see. It's too much shine. Right. It's too much shine.
Hold on.
There's too much shine on that. There's too much glistening.
Let me see if this works. Guess who's outside the stadium waiting for a ride?
That's not Big Rom, is it?
No. Hey, bro. He's being cut,
man. Man's on the street.
Man can't get the plane home. He can't get the team plane home, so hey, he's peak.
What, Uber?
Bro. Uber
said Oscar's a Gunnar, lads. He's swimming with the fishes. I didn't man say he's gone. Oh my god. Oscar had to leave. Obviously, the man were ready to wrap him up, lad, for going live on the air. without consent. These men were just here to just to rinse Lukaku, but didn't realize they were going to come live on air. They probably wanted to say something that Lukaku cannot be aired on this podcast.
He got shut down.
He got shut. They won't let me out. He's locked up. He's locked up. Guys, that is going to wrap up this week. Carabao Cup action as well this week. Arsenal against Liverpool. What are our thoughts? Who's going through? Who's going through to the final of the Carabao Cup? Is it Arsenal or Liverpool over two legs?
I'll say Liverpool.
Where are you, David? Let's be having you.
Well, if he plays his strongest, Arsenal, we should win, bruv.
We're going to the final, David. Get ready, my friend. We're going to the final, all right? We'll get your ticket ready for Wembley. Wembley. Get your ticket ready, mate. We'll be going to the final against Manchester City. Wait, who's in the other semi-final? It's Spurs Chelsea, isn't it?
Indeed.
Spurs Chelsea. Who's going through in that one?
Chelsea.
I'd probably say Spurs. I think Spurs will do it.
Tottenham,
I
mate.
think Spurs will do it, mate. Could you imagine an Arsenal Spurs? Big up to Abdi. My birthday's tomorrow. Big up to the gang. I think, he said, Boss Light says, Arsenal will edge it, and Spurs, Arsenal Spurs final. Oscar's going for a Chelsea Arsenal final.
Arsenal can't lose that game, man.
Adrian,
you can't lose to Spurs in the final.
I can't show my face on here if we lose in the final to Tottenham Hotspur. I can't show it. I couldn't think
of anything worse.
If we lose, Arteta out, bruv.
Real rap.
Straight in.
Even Wenger in '98, that's a sackable offence.
If we lose to Spurs, if we lose to Tottenham and hand them their first trophy, bruv, you won't be able to live that down, bruv.
We will not be able.
No, you can't.
We will not be able. We can't show our face, guys. The top four, we have to go on a hiatus for at least 2 weeks. We cannot show our face.
Even then, it's not enough.
Yeah, I know, bro. Could you imagine losing the final to Tottenham, blood? That is a howler. That's a howler. Oscar's lost the final to Tottenham before, so he knows how that feels. Hi-yo! Man said Arteta out. Chelsea Arsenal final seems to be the popular. No one's giving Liverpool a prayer here. I'm surprised. I'm very, very.
Do you know what it is? Because obviously you've seen the way Klopp disregarded this competition in the years. He's essentially canned it, hasn't he?
He has. Yeah. But he still goes through. He still goes through though, isn't he?
No, he doesn't. Liverpool.
That's because Leicester are garbage. That's why that Liverpool still in there.
Oh dear.
Did you see the state of that side? He basically said to Leicester, "Here you go.
Have it, blood." And they stand Leicester, obviously, in prime bottle fashion. Leicester City letting you back in that game was prime. Because what was it? 3-1 after how many minutes? Like what was it?
Madison scored in half term. It might be like 35 or something.
Okay. When was it? When did you make it 3-2? Was that not late on?
It was late on, yeah.
So 70 minutes, let's say you were still 3-1 down and they still lost.
And the Minamino scored in the 95th minute.
Yeah, that was a finish. I remember the crowd went mental.
Yeah.
So yeah, but many people nobody's giving Liverpool a prayer. Big up to Boss Like Endo for the early birthday shouts. Done no. And Oscar asks, did Peter rant about referees today? Did I?
It was a classic. Absolute classic.
Bro,
I thought my voice was gonna go.
I received a bundle as well, Oscar, bro.
David, you didn't receive a bundle. You didn't receive a bundle.
Hey, stop lying, bruv. Man muted his camera, bruv. This guy.
What, like you now?
Yeah.
Anyway, look, we're predicting.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. FA Cup weekend as well. Big up to Arsenal away at Nottingham Forest. Man United having a game up against Aston Villa. Chelsea against Chesterfield, I want to say. And Liverpool, you said you're playing Shrewsbury. Can't remember who Man City got. It won't matter because Man City will probably win that FA Cup anyway. Oh, well. But anyway, people, that has been the Top 4 podcast, guys. Make sure you do share, like, and subscribe at Top 4 Podcast on Twitter, on where else are we on? iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you follow us on all of these social platforms. We will be back. We will somehow be back next week. Live for the Man United game next Monday. Is that next Monday?
That's tomorrow.
Is Man United? No, I'm not on here tomorrow. But what's happening next week? Who's playing the Monday? Is there Monday Night Football next week in the FA Cup? Let's have a quick browse. There is. It's Man United against Aston Villa. Is that 5-8?
It would be Villa. Yeah. So I was on.
Yeah, Aston Villa. Literally, Man United, Aston Villa at Old Trafford. I didn't know that. Why are we 5-10 on a Sunday? That's ridiculous. Anyway, big up to the Nottingham gang.
I'm 2:00 on a Sunday, bruv. Leeds.
Oh my God, West Ham Leeds.
That game is gonna be hot. Hey.
Bro, especially you're gonna have like 9,000 Leeds fans. Oh.
And before I go off your guys, if someone can just clip this bit of the thing, football fans, when you go to the games, bro, can you please behave yourself, blood? Flipping it, blood. The amount, listen, I do CCTV. The amount of I catch man in 4K, blood.
What? Doing what?
But man, they're just doing dumbness, blood. Fam.
AD, if you knew what took place at a football match amongst fans, it is a farce.
Do I want to
It's
know?
a farce. It's unbelievable scenes, Jeff. I don't know what you've caught lately, David, but we've seen some things. We have seen some things, knocking
Like,
people out, like punching people straight in the face, broad daylight.
like Adrian, I got an example from today's game, Liverpool Chelsea. Yeah, Timothy, I think, is going over to take a corner. You know that's the prime position the camera is going, and you're giving the guy abuse, lad. All the gestures and
it depends, because I think as long as it's not like offensive to a group, you know what I mean?
bro,
It's
of
fair game,
course
yeah?
it's they've been drinking. It's offensive, bruv.
No, obviously not. They're effing and blinding, but as long as it's not like racist or homophobic or anything.
All the slurs, all
bruv,
the slurs.
all of
Absolute.
You
Man.
Greek.
Adrian,
Well, go back to Athens.
Adrian.
Yeah.
You see the game, yeah? You see West Ham and Brighton, yeah, 1-1, yeah.
Oh my God.
I was a pitch runner, yeah, and by the linesman is getting abused, lad. I was just like, and he has to run up and down. Oh,
Bro, we get debriefs for when Brighton play at Emirates because of all the homophobia slurs that could happen at the game.
Mad.
Bro, we get given notice and everything from police and all that sort of stuff. Like, and we get like what do you call it? Like reports of what kind of groups there are at these football clubs. You are having Leeds and West Ham. They are not fans who play games,
and it's going to be and they get the whole West.
They got the whole stand, isn't it?
Oh.
So they got 9,000 Leeds coming down to London. That's gonna be a crime. That is a crime. I'm telling you this now. They caused havoc at the Emirates when they came for the League Cup. They caused havoc. Because it's not your usual season ticket holders. You're talking it's any mob. Tickets are £10, bruv. All and sundry will be there.
I know I'm going to be working hard.
You're having your work cut out. Man United fans, if anybody works at Man United, Aston Villa, absolute vile scum. When you have to deal with them, good luck. What other games are tasty? Wolves, Sheffield. Sheffield is not nice. Not nice at all. Let's see who else is there. There's nothing else really. Nothing else, I think. Yeah, everything's all right. A little bit cushy. But it's honestly, you're Millwall Palace. Holy smokes!
Holy good grief! No, that's gonna end up in the news.
That's gonna end up in the news, and it's at Millwall. So those South London man, it's Southeast versus Southeast. That is a nasty derby. Do
you remember Millwall Everton?
Do I? Of course.
That means it was closed off.
But men were jumping out of flats, just bottling man.
Someone got punched with a key. You saw the hole in his face.
Up and they just started banging man up. Oh my God!
Why does
David,
man want me to back the beef?
David, he's asking you, why don't you ever back the beef in the stadium? Stop being a pagan G.
Ban that, bro.
Ban that.
Bro, it's not worth it, bro. Don't be a pitch runner, Abdi. Yeah, you see, pitch runners now they're getting banned from football stadiums. Don't be that guy. Don't go out there and get a shirt off Luke Shaw, and that Luke Shaw shirt's gonna cost you a 3-year ban at Old Trafford. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. There's been bare pitch run away. There's a lot of people who are running onto the pitch now. It's so annoying.
Do kids get in trouble?
Yeah, all in sundry, bro. Because
Really?
because you don't know what they're going to do to the player and the protections for the player. So imagine a 14-year-old kid comes and just knifes one of the players.
I meant more like a 10-year-old, like an 8-year-old. You know what I mean?
I don't think they even go. I don't think they don't even attempt it. It's usually your teenagers. It's your teenagers that usually do it. Do you remember the bloke that? Do you remember when Grealish was facing Birmingham away? Yeah. I think they've scored, and the Birmingham fans come onto the pitch, and one of them banged Grealish in the head. Bro, they can't have that. They can't have that. But guys, we've gone on long enough. Almost 4-hour podcast. You get the bumper for the brand new year 2022. It's kicked off with a cracker. It's kicked off with a firecracker. Next week we'll be back talking football, and it will be the FA Cup live match, I guess, at Manchester United versus Aston Villa. So make sure you do join us. Remember to hit the like button on this video at Top 4 Podcast on the Twitter, on all the socials. And with that, people, we are out. Peace.